Well. It's that day of the week. It's called Saturday. Noodles is on his way up here. And out here, I'm up. I'm awake. I had a little time on his show this morning. And Chris, good morning. I saw you over there too. So, we talked a little bit about different things. Including the fact is that these so-called sanctuary states are trying to, as dysfunctional as can be. For example, they'll give all the illegal aliens everything they need: health care, medical care, teeth care, dental care, ear care, hair care, phone care, housing. But yet, if you're a resident of the state of Connecticut, with state in this case Connecticut, you'll get zip. I really don't understand this at all, because it really makes no sense. You would think, have you ever considered being a terrorist? No. Have you ever wanted to ask me if you ever considered being an activist? Yes. Yeah, I really do seriously mean what I said. It's about to say, this is crazy. I can't get the care I need because I am not an illegal coming in from... is an illegal, undocumented alien. I can't get the care I need. I can't get the support I need. I can't get anything I need because they'll give it to everybody else. But they won't give it to American citizens born and raised in this country. Ironically, if I ever decide to go across the pond into the UK as an illegal, they send you right back out again. Go into Heathrow and all of a sudden they'll say, "Go back to where you came from. We don't want you here." No. Come on, Brightgate. Be realistic. Okay. You know, I'm telling you the honest truth. You can't get the care you need. And, yet, state like Portland legalized everything. Like the Netherlands. Can't even treat all the people that need the help. Fox News talking points. No, there is. I'm sorry. There is. They came in when Ned Lamont made this a sanctuary state. They came in here. We give them everything they want. While the people of Connecticut, the residents, get zip. That doesn't make any sense. Like I told Noodles, fix thy teeth! And I won't do it. Presley, you are so wrong. Really, you are so wrong. Speaking of news, let's see what's going on in the news. Let's see what the latest regurgitated garbage has got to say. I'm just curious. Michelle, your live streams are so much better than Noodles. I'm doing good. Yeah, he's doing good too. Wagner Group's force is said to be advancing towards Russia's capital. Credibility crisis. Hunter Biden investigation integrity undermined if half the claims are true. Turkey says, politicizing tragedy, Obama tears into obscene inequality and news coverage of deadly OceanGate sub-disaster. Yeah. Controversy brewing, Starbucks workers strike over alleged hypocritical treatment LGBTQ plus community. Mom charged with murder after allegedly leaving a toddler home alone for over a week. Over a week. I'm sorry, mother. It is not your daughter or son is not a Showtime rotisserie oven. You do not set it and forget it. Okay, seriously. What was the mother thinking? A week? You think a toddler is going to know how to make food? Has class noodles, how to explain? Well, Noodles has his own way of doing things. I don't think there's necessarily anything different. We have different styles to show. And with Noodles show, right. But I understand people pay taxes. You don't really have a choice. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. You're going to pay taxes no matter what. Yeah, you're going to end up in jail. So where's your choice? I love the fact that everybody says I pay taxes. Okay, Parsley. Explain to me how a mother can leave a toddler unattended for over a week. I'd love to see you explain that one to me. No babysitter? No one to arrange for the child's needs? I mean, you tell me how that lacks critical thinking. You don't think that she should have called her next to kin and said, "Hey, mom or older son or older daughter, please go take care of my child." Okay, hold on. Someone wants to come on the panel. Let me get over that screen here. I don't really see how that is exactly the same thing as. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna get people on here. Let's see. Why don't I just admit all of them? Okay, admit all of them. Go ahead, Noodles Chat. Good morning to you all. How you doing?
Hey, Michelle. God. Sorry. Taking massive fucking hits off my vape on the way up to your house.
Okay.
Sorry.
Did you hear about the mother that was charged for murder for leaving a toddler unattended in her home for a week? I decided to see the news on my news on my phone. What was the mother thinking? I mean,
Michelle, a lot of these people are addicted to drugs. A lot of them have mental issues. I mean, I have a friend, Michelle, that fosters children, and he told me that a lot of the parents are actually have Down syndrome. So,
right.
I mean, technically, retarded people are having babies. So I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Michelle,
That sounds about right.
Would you like to respond to the comment by Parsley? I'd love to hear your response to it. One that says at 10 a.m. Parsley says bringing up illegals and whining about them is black and white, thinking a false dilemma.
there's an important issue that needs addressing here. I just got to cut to it, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's very important. And again,
No. This is the important topic, Dave. Everybody needs to know this. We need this cleared up because there's a lot of ambiguity about this. We know that there's something going on with you and Michelle, and I think it's about time that you two told us.
You mean when I told you about the teeth in particular?
Well, we're talking about a relationship here that's been going on for a while, and I think that the viewers deserve to know the full story. That there's there's some genuine feelings going on here between both of you. Can you put us out of our misery and just tell us what's really happening here?
I see Noodles as a friend, because I know he's involved with seasons, and I don't want to push my way into his life.
But Michelle,
I don't know how Noodles feels about it, but I mean, I let Noodles explain how he feels too, since it is it involves two people, and you only heard from one. Let's hear from the other.
True. That's a good point. Come on, Dave.
So again, Michelle does YouTube. I do YouTube. I get along with Michelle. I actually love Michelle. I think she's a great person. And that's about it. I mean, I wanna see Miss Michelle succeed. I want to succeed with her on YouTube, and that's it.
Yeah, but Dave, you're forgetting one thing. Michelle's dream about the potions. Nobody can stop talking about it. This is the hot topic that everybody's thinking about. This dream about the potions.
Right.
There's got to be something in that. Surely there has to be something in that dream.
All right.
Well, I think.
Can I say something first though?
Go ahead.
Before you respond to that. All right. There are people that I don't really dream that much anymore, but there are people that I have emotional attachments to, and sometimes the dreams do get sexualized. I never had one about Michelle, okay? But there's certain people that I've had sexual dreams about. It doesn't mean that, I'm going to have sex with them or anything like that. But I think the concern is, right, that Michelle is going to spike my drink. I mean, is that what people are getting at?
First of all, can I just clear up? Are you hinting that you've had a sexual dream about Bergs? Is that what you're hinting about?
No, I've never had a sexual dream. Never.
Okay, sure. Yeah, this thing about the potions, this is intriguing. This is fascinating stuff about the potions, because that was led to believe that was about being conceived. Yeah, was that the dream that the potions indicate that Michelle's conceived by you, Dave?
I'll have Michelle answer that.
Okay, let me explain something. It's not just the potions, although the potions were the part of the dream I didn't really get a chance to explore. But what we did explore was the person at that home in the secret basement left a large treasure trove of money and coins, gold and silver bullion. And the paperwork for the house was entrusted to me, and it turned out that the house was in the letter said that she was my real mother. Wow. And she was a practicing sorceress. And wow. And the letter was something like you would see in Harry Potter. Every time I asked the question, the letter, it kept answering the questions. And
so Dave,
Jack, let me ask you a question. Have you ever had such a complicated dream before? This is a very intelligent dream.
It's a very complicated dream, but it's not unusual for me. My dreams get very complicated.
Dave, you've got to remember, Dave, it's not a dream. This is something that's going to become a reality, whether you like it or not. Michelle's going to inherit lots of money, and you're going to be with her, and you're going to have a child with her. That's what the dream's telling us.
I don't think a child with Noodles was the intention of the dream. It's not necessarily not impossible, but I don't think that was the intention of the dream. It was with the fact that we were traveling around the country and found this one cottage that the person who bought the land didn't know what he was going to do with it.
Now, come on, Marie. Come on, Michelle. Be fair. The first time, because this was brought up again later on, but the very first time that you mentioned it, there was definitely a mention about you becoming all woman and then having a child. That was the first time you told us.
Right, becoming a woman, being fully female. Right, that was what the potion would do. And then I had I dug into a follow-up on the dream. What the potion said, there is all magic as the price. What's the price?
So now you're telling us that there was no mention of a child then, that Dave was going to have a child with you.
It didn't mention that I was going to have a child with Dave. That's the part I'm trying to clear up. Okay, but I said one of the catches, though, it turns out what the potion is, if I craft the potion, Lumi ends up having to go her own way, Completely separate. So that's the catch.
Wow.
If you want to be fully female, the masculine aspect of the body has to leave. Which means that Lumi would be out in the cold.
That's amazing. So you'd have to totally commit to Dave then. It will be complete commitment. No going back.
It doesn't say anything I'll be committing anything to Dave, though. But I do believe that Dave and I, we're going to be working on this thing together. I never got to that level of the dream to find out does Noodles play a long-term part in the dream?
Jack, you want to know the reality of this? You want to know what my plan is?
Yeah, we need this cleared up. We need this cleared up.
My plan is to make Michelle a success. All right, I want her to be successful at something.
Right.
All right. Once that happens, Michelle is going to move in with me. We're going to set up a studio. She's going to have all her stuff that she can do and whatever. And if we move, when me and Seasons end up moving, Michelle will come with us and live with us and continue to do.
And that's another thing, though, Dimitri. It was not a mansion. It was a very small, very Spartan cottage that the person had dug a sub-cellar or a cellar underneath the cottage that you can only access by the one enchanted door that was hidden underneath the refrigerator. So you couldn't just...
Can I ask you, why did Dave drink the potion as well as you?
Well, they didn't drink any potion. I never got a chance to drink the potion because the alarm clock went off.
Because this is what's confusing me. The first time you mentioned this dream, I was listening very intently because it was so fascinating. The first time you mentioned it, and we can go back and double check this, is that you and Dave both partook of the potion.
No, Dave was not to drink the potion. It was only for me. It wasn't for him.
Really? Okay.
I think everybody's stuck on the potion and this and that. I mean, it's just a potion. It's no big deal.
It's a big potion, though, in a sense. It is a very big deal, Noodles. Very big deal.
It is a big deal, Dave. It is a big deal, Dave.
But there is also a second potion which was not mentioned that also was to actually restore my health and into my true form, which means that apparently my mother was a member of the Cinderai, and I would get back my elf ears, which unfortunately had been removed when I was very young.
You know, you would no longer have to wear the fake ears, Michelle. You would have the real elf ears.
They would be real. They would be the real deal, real elf ears.
Jack, everybody wants to be living in perfection, and you know what I think as someone who studies the Bible, I believe that after resurrection, we come back into a perfect body, a new body, with a clean soul, and I believe that this is a desire that everybody has. I'm going to be honest with you. In my studies, this is what I've discovered after resurrection. I could be married to someone on this planet, and that marriage is only for this planet. Right. I don't know if in the new world I will be married with Michelle. I have no idea. But Michelle, I'm going to tell you something right now. Michelle, if you put anything in my drink, Michelle, and I fucking find out about it,
I would never do that to anything that you ever eat or drink. I'm not that kind of a person, Noodles. Okay. I'm not a femme fatale. I would never do that to anything.
You sound worried, Dave. You do sound a bit concerned.
Dave, why are you so worried about something that's never going to happen with me anyway? Now, maybe someone like Bergs might do it, but I wouldn't do it.
Right. I trust Michelle. It's just, again, I'm telling you guys, because I know everybody's focused on this potion. Everybody's focused on this potion.
Everybody's focused on it.
Yes. Relax. It was a dream.
It's a very important dream because it was in color, Noodles. And because it was in color, and many dream interpreters saying it's not a dream, it's a foreshadowing. In this case, a happy foreshadowing.
There you go. There you go. It's not just a dream. And also, let's forget the sex side of it, because everyone's obsessed with Dave and Michelle having sex. Let's just forget about that for a minute.
Right. It didn't even mention sex, other than that I would be made totally female, but Lumi would have to leave because She would be
Yeah, that's right,
separated
Michelle.
from me. That was the cost of the potion, as I found out later on when I did deeper digging into the message.
When you become all woman, you see, this is why I was talking about the sex. You become all women, and Dave finds you irresistible. But let's talk about the wealth, the money you're coming into.
And the money is the important part in the house, which, as I said, is a very basic cottage. It is not a mansion. It is no mansion at all. It's like I asked Mother God many times. I said, I just want a very basic home. I don't need a fancy mansion. I just want a little basic home where I can, spend the rest of my days. A place where I can, have, not have to worry about landlords and rent and leases and all this stuff that comes with renting. And it's what the dreams.
Michelle, I promise you this, Michelle. I promise you this. If there's any kind of success here where we can actually make a living doing this, Michelle, I'm gonna have you move out with me, and you can stay with me, and we'll build a studio for you, and everything will be fine.
Well, that's the thing is, Noodles, is that in this situation, it's not like you move in with me. Okay, it's not that. I mean, not that you wouldn't necessarily be able to live nearby, because it turns out they have a fairly large plot of land. We have at least 2 acres of land. And the house is sitting on 2 acres of wooded lot. So
don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. Are you talking about your future inheritance?
Yeah. Yeah, Michelle, can I ask you, can you give us your word that you're gonna give us a part 2 to the dream? That you will go back, delve right back into that dreamland, and give us the part 2 so that we can have complete closure.
I did find some more of possibly a part 2, but it's really kind of hard to determine because it gets kind of, when you start trying to do lucid dreaming, things get a little complicated. But here's what happened. The paper that my real mother sent me also said that there's a couple other potions on the shelf, but she told me clearly, please, before you quaff any of these, you better know about them first. The one potion that we mentioned, that once the popular one, is going to result in me and Lumi separating. The second potion is what's going to restore my physical health, my ears. Then there's another potion available. If I don't want to drink the first one because I don't want to lose Lumi and I will still stay together, but the second potion will allow me and Lumi to actually sprout 2 heads. In other words, we'd have 2 heads. One, Lumi would be on the right side, I would be on the left side. So that was kind of interesting. So but like the letter said, you don't have to drink that potion or the other potions. You can just totally forego all the potions. She said, I know you want your ears back. There is no cost to the ears.
Imagine if Lumi's like really, really hot. If Lumi's like really, really hot, and like I fall in love with Lumi, and then Michelle's head's attached, and I'm making out with Lumi, and Michelle's just staring at us. Michelle, that can't happen.
The thing is that if Michelle drank the potion and we ended up like Abigail, Brittany, Hensel, what would happen is Michelle has hard enough time now for people understanding our situation. What in the hell is she going to do when I am the one that gets maybe the 5 o'clock shadow and the more male look, and Michelle is like trying to explain to people how in the heck that happened, and then it just gets complicated. Right now we're almost 100% perfectly overlaid. You can't really tell the difference. Maybe you can see the facial expressions change when I come up. If you look at the facial expressions, they do change a bit. They do. They change a little bit. They're not much. No, they don't. I wouldn't date a 2-headed woman. I could date a 2-headed woman, but not a 2-headed... what? Oh, a no-headed woman. Oh, okay, a no-headed woman. Say you would date a turkey.
Now, Michelle, getting back to that abandoned baby. I think that there are retarded people having children. I mean, I know this for a fact. My friend fosters children. And he says a lot of the children that he fosters comes from adults who have Down syndrome, and they get together and they have babies.
Yeah, I wonder though what happened to the pet. What happened to the dog or the cat in the home? I mean, did they have enough cat food, dog food, or did the poor child end up eating all the pet food? I mean, think about it, Noodles. I mean, if you're hungry enough, what are you going to eat? If you're a toddler, you don't have knowledge of how to cook. You're not going to be able to go out there and grab food off of a plate.
Well, the baby died, right?
Starved to death.
Yeah.
And the mother was charged for murder because
the reality,
of that.
The reality is that it didn't starve to death. It dehydrated to death. 3 days after not getting any kind
right,
of
absolutely. Right, absolutely. That's a real concern. But it doesn't really matter if you prosecute the mother for murder. It's not going to bring back the child.
There was an organization, and I'm not going to say the actual name, but it was called F the Kids. I swear to God, guys, this was real. Okay, they were pushing it in California. It was called F the Kids, and if a mother decided within the first year to neglect the child, because after a certain amount of time in the womb, you couldn't abort it. They wanted to make a law that neglect would not be punishable by law or by incarceration.
I get angry about infanticide, what you're talking about, but I'm also equally upset about abuse of animals too. I really, really push the animal thing. I'm glad in some states abuse of an animal could result in a death penalty.
Really? In what state?
I believe I don't know if it's Connecticut, but I think it might be California. It might be one of the other states that say abuse of animals is considered the same thing as capital murder, so.
Wow. I hate that too. In fact, I get very angry when I see people hurting animals. I really do. I think it's one of those things that is probably worse than rape. Probably worse than, to me, the emotion that comes out of me when that's total innocence. That's something that doesn't know. That's something that can't make decisions based on whatever. It makes decisions based on the fact that it loves you.
When you take care of an animal, you've taken total responsibility for the well-being of that creature. Just like with a baby. Okay, it's the same as with a baby. You have said to yourself, "I'm committed to taking care of this pet." You need to show decency in. Okay, so let's come on the panel here. Hold on a minute here. Let's see who this is this time. Oh, okay, it's Paul. Go ahead, Paul. How you doing? He's not talking, but Paul's here.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. I just found it very interesting that some states give the death penalty for animal abuse. I've never heard of that degree, let alone too many states that use the death penalty still. So,
especially California.
Yeah, I don't know where you're getting your facts from there, Michelle, but it doesn't sound to be true. But yeah,
I don't really remember where I heard it from, so it may be a bit out of date, or maybe it was misunderstood. Yeah. But the point is, there's a lot of PETA, especially PETA, is pushing for this, and I agree with PETA on this. That when you are responsible for, maybe be a toddler or a kitten or a puppy or whatever. You voluntarily take it on responsibility in most cases, and that you need to make sure that the animal's provided for, or the baby for this matter. What was the mother?
I don't know if you're aware, Michelle, but biblically, God's law basically says the same thing, and you're supposed to treat that animal with respect, even up until its death. When you're to consume it or anything like that.
Right. And, even it says, even for food animals, to humanely kill the animal, respectfully realize you must release the animal spirit. You know, because the animal is giving up its spirit so that you can eat, so you could live. And you should respect the animal.
What do you think? What do you think is an appropriate way to dispatch an animal like that?
What do you mean, for like food?
Yeah.
Well,
what
definitely,
do you think's the
I
best
definitely
method?
think being humane about it, you know, not, first of all, letting them live in squalor and dirty conditions and being violently killing them, and like what it's done with the cattle industry by driving a steel bolt through their skull doesn't exactly sound to me, even if it is done by a high-powered tool, is a humane way of killing a cow. You know.
Yeah. So like, what's the way? Like, how should we do it?
I'm not really sure if there's any really humane way that doesn't involve some kind of violence. And that does disturb me. It really does.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, do you think we should just like start eating fake beef and fake chicken and stuff like that? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I will, if that's what will stop it. You know.
Well, I mean, definitely synthetic meat products, plant-based food is good for you. But even there, the food has to be of quality. I mean, so much of it now is so mass-produced that by the time it gets from the field to the plate, it has lost a large amount of its nutrients to all the processing. Sometimes food can get over-processed to the point where it's no better than eating cardboard.
What do you think about people who eat babies, like Native Americans? Do you think that's okay?
No.
I mean, the Native Americans of the past. Sorry.
Well, what about the Chinese that leave the children out to die for infanticide when they had the one child per family policy?
Well, this is where I start going crazy, because again, like, everybody talks so big and tough about like child abuse. Go to fucking China. Go to China and yell at them. Go to Ethiopia. Go to all these other countries that actually do this shit and go scream at them. Stop telling people online that this guy's a fucking pedophile, that this guy fucking abuses his kids, right? When you know it's not happening.
But don't forget, Noodles, the reason why it affects us so much in America is because we're in America. If we were in Ethiopia, in Africa, I mean, I'm sure they got the organizations out there trying to stop that. For example, if I ever went into Africa, there are witch doctors that would have me killed because they think albino's blood is special. Because I have ocular albinism, not full-blooded albinism, but the witch doctor who sees my blonde hair will not really know the dang difference. And they think there's a black market for albino body parts for rituals because they think they're magical people. That's one of the reasons I can't go to Africa, because I might be killed on sight. Because the witch doctors pay top dollar for that stuff.
You're not an albino, Michelle. You just don't get any sun.
Right, but I said, I don't think the witch doctor would really know the difference, especially after my hair was retouched.
Sure, they would. You're not that light. You just don't have. You're not that pale, where your skin's like pure white. I mean, you just light skin because you don't get any sun. You're not albino though. You don't have pink eyes. You don't have black people's hair.
I have ocular albinism, which is
the farthest thing from albino.
Which means I have the eye traits of an albino, which is what it really comes down to in plain English.
Yeah, but
the point is, the fact is that I don't think a witch doctor is going to go ahead and do a DNA test when he sees me walking around in some African city. He's going to go, just looking at me real quick, bagger. That's what they're going to say. Because they're going to think that I am, and then they're going to go want to use my blood, body parts, and rituals.
Okay, well, I'm sure, Michelle, you'll stay away from Africa. You'll never have to worry about that. I don't feel you're going to Africa anytime soon. So, yeah, I guess that won't
Dennis, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that.
Now, Michelle, you know that throughout Africa, There's been plenty of genocides, etc.
Oh yeah.
Did you know that there was actual genocide that took place because people started becoming agricultural, where they started growing plants, grafting trees? Did you know that?
Yeah. Also, don't forget what happened also in Eastern Europe too. When let's make sure I get the right name right here. Let's see. I think it was Lenin. Sacked the Ukraine. They wouldn't even let the Ukrainians even eat grass. But unfortunately, Ukrainians had no choice but to start eating their own family members during those times. Oh, it's on the Stalin. That's right, Stalin. That's
that wasn't real communism, by the way, guys. Just so you know, that wasn't real communism. That's
no, it's not. It's not all what Engels and Marx talked about in the Communist Manifesto. No, it's not.
I'm just being sarcastic. Communism works every time.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. And what's going on in the sanctuary cities and states is ridiculous. Like I told Noodles in his show. They'll give all the help.
It's absolutely disgusting, Michelle. I would love to bring you out to Portland when I go out there, Michelle, and show you.
I've seen the smell, the stink, what's going on in Los Angeles and San Fran. I could just, for instance, Portland is the same way. I know Washington, Seattle is becoming pretty bad too. New York is getting bad.
Mill Creek.
It's starting to come up in Connecticut too. The squalor, it's really bad.
Wow.
And here's the thing: almost all these areas are democratically run enclaves.
Well, let's be honest. Communist run.
Oh no, they get better than that. They get a $3,000 check a month in some states. I'm not kidding you. Illegals can get $3,000 a month in some states.
Good deal.
That's, for me, that's twice what I get. And they don't even have to show disability.
Why do you think that is, Michelle?
Because they want to push the Democrats, want to push more of the illegals in to vote Democrat. I think that's part of it, but that's not all of it. They want open borders. They want
bring them in illegally, give them citizenship, and have them vote a certain way. Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, they're definitely pushing
That's a Nazi move. That's what Nazis do.
Yeah.
They try to manipulate people's way of life so that they will eventually suck their dick. You know.
Yeah, it's just. It just. I mean, as far as what they said about the 52% of deaths in Portland because of drug use is raising up. Let me say one thing. Number one, in any of these states, okay, you got a problem already with drug use. It's rampant because people are so depressed and so down and out, and they don't have anything else to do. What about all the number of deaths from alcohol in this country?
I look at it like this, Michelle. Boy Scout America has been accused of for multiple times for allowing child abuse to happen and all this stuff. They hired certain people that they didn't vet. I'm telling you right now, if you are that type of person, you're going to gravitate toward maybe an institution that deals with children.
Right.
That's just the reality of it. Now, if you're a drug addict, a vicious one, right? You're going to gravitate to a place where these drugs can be given out freely and you can do them. And then when people pass away from them, because that's what happens to people that abuse these drugs, they end up passing away. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get a whole city of it. That's why you're dealing with Portland today the way it is.
Right. But what about even in Connecticut and New York? Now we're both on the East Coast, so let's talk about the East Coast issues, because it's the same things happening in New York. Housing, homeless populations exploding. People can't afford the housing. They don't have money to pay the rents the landlords are asking for. Whole families are ending up in the street with no place to go. And you can't really find a job if you can't take a shower and smell good for an employer for an interview.
So there's something that's going on right now in Manhattan that people may be not aware of, but the people who own these buildings, right, they have to deal with rent control.
Right.
So what they're doing is they're trying to get these people out of these apartments that have been living there for like 40 or 50 years.
Right.
They've been living there for a very long time. So what they're doing is they're saying, listen, we'll give you $300,000 if you move out today, or if you move out now. They're running around dishing out this money. There has to be a reason why, and I truly believe it's because there's no other way to go about this. They're not making any more money. The people who own these buildings, the taxes are going up. They need to get more people in there.
Right.
And
they
it's going to
need
be very exciting.
And rent control for short term is a solution. It was intended to be a short term solution, and it became a permanent one. And Donald Trump in the art of the deal talked about that.
Yeah. So now what's going to happen, right, is you're going to get people living in these sky rises or these buildings, and they're going to be paying a lot of money, which means that they're going to be wealthy. And on the streets, you're going to have the poor, the sick, the desperate, all right?
The elderly.
Just like it was during serfdom.
Right.
It's going to be the new form of serfdom, I'm telling you.
Oh, I mean, I don't think that's the answer either, but here's the thing. Of course, in the case of New York City, most of those buildings are owned by major corporations like BlackRock Holdings, which owns a huge number of real estate properties in New York, especially commercial real estate. Those landlords are in it for the money. They know New York in the United States is a major economic center. They know there are a lot of people that want to live in New York, work in New York, because it's also where the entertainment industry is. Same with Los Angeles. Okay, in fact, I think New York is just as popular as Los Angeles for publishing companies. The problem is that they know that they can get more money for actors and actresses to move into the city. But at the same time, the city's so infested with homeless encampments that what are you going to do? I mean, you really want to be a top star actress living in Manhattan in a high-rise, looking down at all the squalor and depravity on the streets?
Well, when life is cheap, Michelle, you can get people to do anything you want. Anything.
Yeah. Life is cheap, all right? Yes, all landlords are ready for the money. Even the small landlords may be a little more humanitarian, but they still want to make the bills paid. They still want to have a profit. That's expected. That's understand. That's what the dream, I think, was about. Here's your chance to break out of that.
Yeah, but what's the point of even owning a building if you're not going to make money off it?
Right, exactly. What's the point of owning a building if you're not going to make money? Because that's just it. That's where these landlords. Right, that's what these landlords are thinking.
They take all the risks, and you're just paying to live there. All right. If that guy's not making any money, what's the point? What, just to give you a fucking place to live? Oh, that's a real nice guy. That's not the case.
But I don't think. I see the point from the landlord's perspectives too, but I'm also saying to myself is, where are these people that are being displaced going to go? Where is people like Krista going to go who doesn't make the kind of money to rent an $800, $900, $1,000 apartment for her husband and her daughter? Where are they going to go? Then when the Social Security system is only giving her about $850 a month, approximately.
I hate to say this, Michelle, but if this doesn't work out, Krista's family will end up in a halfway home or halfway house. The state's going to provide something for them. All right,
maybe,
until they find a place to live. That's what's going to happen. Maybe,
but then the state also. My mom used to tell me the state would fix your teeth and keep your eyes healthy, and the state has done zip. So I don't think that's entirely true either. That's a panacea. That's another panacea.
she's on the top of the list because of the family and the kids. They're gonna take care of them first.
Oh, for now. For how long?
Worst case scenario is that the state ends up taking her kids and throws her out on the street.
Well, that's no good either.
No,
she loves her daughter. She wants to make sure her family's provided for her. The only answer might be in that case is she's got to go to another place.
Yeah, it's the worst case scenario, Michelle. But Krista's responsible parent as well as Ray. I'm sure they're not drug addicts. They're looking for a place to stay. I'm sure they'll find something.
Right, but they might mean that they might have to move out of state too. They might have to go to another state. Which state?
They're not really. I don't feel either one of them are really tied here. Like Ray doesn't have a job or anything here, right? Or any immediate family. I mean, we could probably just pick up and move, right?
Well.
Yeah.
Like I said,
it's not a bad thing, Michelle moving. It's not. It's not a bad thing, especially if she's in a situation that's kind of hostile. It's probably a good thing that she leaves.
Yeah, maybe better environment, better surroundings.
Anyway, notice if you would help me answer some of the questions, since you can see them on the screen, I'd love to see your viewpoints on some of the comments that are coming up.
You want to read them off? Yeah, you want to read them off because Michelle, I'm stuck in traffic.
All right.
The font
it says, okay. It says here, right? See, channel doesn't grow. Is this content is stagnant? Is F really? And then right because 90%. Okay. Because right now, 90% of the landlords are better than Jimmy. Thank you very much for the donation, Caney.
Wow,
much appreciated.
Nice.
Very much. Thank you. So let's talk about this. I want your views, both of your views on this, about what the side chat is saying. I would like to hear your views on this. Please speak up. I'm not.
Feel free, Michelle. Like Noodle said, just whatever question you want to address, Michelle. Feel free, and we'll give you our opinion.
What's the question?
I don't know. You tell us. Which one would you like answered?
Well, for example, people were saying here that, Michelle, doesn't get care because we have to beg her to call doctors.
Yeah, that's a statement, yeah. It's not really
but that's not really accurate. And then Dimitri said, immigrants, Mac Mini, and the N-word caller. Her shows are not my interest, and only a child would deal on Michelle's shower habits. Her showers are not my interest, and only a child would dwell on Michelle's shower habits. Darren says state has done zip because the viewers have to effing beg you to make doctor appointments. Let's see. Oh, by the way, Otherwire, thank you for the donation this morning. I did confirm it did come in. Thank you very much. Michelle, answer your own questions. You could give Krista Mac Mini money. We could, if Noodles, if you think it would necessarily help Krista, if she still can't find a landlord that's going to rent out to them. Would the money actually really do much good if the landlords aren't going to rent her for deposits, for a non-obtaining amount?
First of all, we got to find out why they're not renting out. What's the reason?
Yeah. We got people want to coming on panel. Or is my stupid cursor today? Here it is.
I was just gonna ask.
Okay, Barry wants to come in.
Is my
Baroness?
Yeah,
go ahead, Baroness. She's getting her mic ready.
Why can't you answer questions for yourself?
Why can't I even do promotions on myself?
No. Why can't you answer your own questions? Why is it everybody else's fucking job to do it for you?
Because I would like to hear the panel talk and express their opinions too.
But we want to hear you.
Hey, look.
That's the whole point of your fucking show.
That's right. They can hear me, but I also want to hear from the other panelists too. Okay? So when you guys have questions, I'm going to ask them. I'm going to answer them as best I can. But I also would like to hear how the others in the panel feel about them as well.
But we want to hear how you feel. You bitch about the same topics every goddamn day. Like, it's getting so annoying. This is why your channel's not growing. You want your managers to take over it, and nothing's happening.
Okay.
I don't understand what the fuck is going on.
Well, the thing that's going on is just like everybody else, you know, we're struggling over here. I'm concerned about a friend of mine that is possibly going to end up homeless, and that she's not able to get the family a place to live. I'm very, I'm a little bit just concerned about my dental care. I mean, would like to get my teeth fixed too. Because I'm not getting younger. Again, I look to see if there was.
You don't think her channel's growing?
No, it's growing with your people, with this fake concern type shit. But that's it. And the donations are basically going to you. No.
How are they going to me?
Because you both are like begging for donations for dumb shit.
Excuse me, but he doesn't beg for money on his channel. At least I don't see him.
You're going to Tractor Supply. How does that benefit your channel? Are you getting like farm equipment so you can be like a lolcow? Like, I don't understand.
How many people here don't want to see that?
I'm sure a lot of people don't.
Okay, well, just ask them, Michelle. Did they want you to go somewhere else? We'll go somewhere else.
Well, right now we got 30 watchers, Baroness. We have 30 watchers right now.
Oh, you have 3 likes. How's that working out?
Oh, I just got on. How many people actually click on the like bar? Alright, guys, here's the deal. Who really likes my channel, let's click like on this. Should she
start asking for thumbs up?
She does all the time.
Michelle, I guess start asking for thumbs up, and then
I do ask sometimes.
Accuse you of begging for thumbs up. I mean,
well, she does.
I do.
You can't win.
See, you can't win. You ask them for thumbs up and then subscribe, and then subscribe for a day, and then they leave.
What are we supposed to do? Seriously.
But I don't understand why you feel the need that you have to take over somebody else's channel. You have like 5 channels.
I asked him to help me out, Baroness. I asked him.
All right, you know what? I'll turn around right now. I'll go home. Michelle, enjoy your channel. Let Baroness fucking do whatever she's gonna do.
I like actually having you come by and visit. That's one of the things I do believe helps a lot. I believe you are doing me a good thing in that sense, at least helping me to get out of the house for a bit. And we do got to go pick up a gallon of milk at the store.
Noodles is gone. Yeah.
So I mean, I know it's stupid. I think you should go wherever as long as you want to get out. I thought you were going to Lowe's.
So he seriously had to have a hissy fit and leave?
We talked about going to Lowe's, but Noodles said that he thinks Lowe's is a little bit too expensive.
What were you guys going for?
To get products to review, and I kind of agree with that.
What are you trying to review?
Well, what he wants to do is he wants to see me.
It is your show. Why is everything going to be his idea?
Not everything.
What is the point of having your own channel if you have no input?
I told him I didn't think it was a bad idea. I said if we can get companies maybe to review the products on TV, people like reviews and unboxings, and let's be honest, reviewing a product that costs you like $5 may not be as much of an excitement as reviewing a product that costs $500. But, it seems that people right now are looking for things to watch reviews on. Like I reviewed that dental adhesive. That video did very well.
My only thing, I just want you to do what you want to do. Don't let other people guide your channel. I don't want to be your manager. I don't think anybody should have control of your channel except you.
Right. I understand.
All I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say.
I know that.
I appreciate that Noodles takes you out. I think that's awesome, especially in the beginning. It was awesome. But now it just seems like a little too much. You don't do your night shows anymore. You do it on his channel. Like, we don't know when things go on.
I do it on his channel for 2 reasons. Number 1 reason is it's less work for me to do it on this channel because he knows that reason number 2, that people that keep using the N words in the phone calls, his channel is not monetized. He told me, like he said, you don't have to worry about that because even if they kept saying N word on my channel, it's not going to be demonetized because it's not monetized. Because your channel is this is your only channel that you have that's monetized, and you need.
Right. Michelle, you have 3 other channels though. Why don't you just do it on one of your other 3 channels?
Because it also brings awareness to my show and to who I am, which is reason number 3.
Okay.
But can you do a co-stream so at least you have more visibility on your stream as well? That's all I'm trying to say. Like, get credit for what you're doing too.
So you're saying is if the Noodles gave me the stream key, could I stream on his channel?
No.
No. Like, stream under your name.
I could stream under my name, but again, like I said, that's what we do in the morning show. That's what we did when he was here. We did that. He was here in person, and he sat with me in the studio. We streamed on the morning show. We've done that a couple times with, just like I did with Krista yesterday.
I think what she's saying, Michelle, is stream on one of your other channels as well when you're streaming over there. I think is what she's saying.
Yeah, I can see a point there.
Right. I think that's what she was getting at. I'm not quite sure. I can't speak for Baroness, but I believe that's what she was getting at. Maybe just stream under Welcome to My World or Lumi's channel while you're doing another show.
Well, I know the Baroness, as far as some of the stuff that you've been very outspokenly concerned about things that have happened on this channel in the past, said, well, and that's one of the reasons why Noodles wants to help me try to gain up a new audience so that we can improve the content and remove the negative stigma associated with this channel by being considered a low-cow, which is something I'm not. Because, first of all, I'm very educated and very skilled. I don't deserve to be treated like a joker, because I'm not. This is... How are you going to be? You got to earn street cred in the network and YouTube. If you're going to survive now, it's very tough. It's very competitive. You got to do the right things to grow. And one of the most important things, Noodles was right on this. You need networking. You need to get out there. You need to let other people get to know about you. And then you can start to grow because people will start coming to your channel. Right. Especially if the YouTube algorithm for some reason isn't really showing much of your content, it's even more important.
Do you feel that the drama community wouldn't view you as a low-cow, Michelle?
I don't know if the drama community sees me as a low-cow or a high-cow, for that matter.
It's cow, not cow. It's
I know.
C-O-W.
Well, let me tell you what I mean by high-cow. High-cow would be someone that's so high on drugs that or alcohol and they're just doing stupid content that makes no sense. They don't want that either. But I think YouTube wants people to be real. I think they want the genuine people that are being who they really are and not trying to play an act. And that's what I do.
It sounds like someone wants to come on the panel.
All right, yes, it's Parsley wants to come on. Hold on, Parsley. I'll be right with you. Give me a minute. I gotta get over to the cursor. Emit all. Okay, let me allow him on. Emit. Go ahead, Parsley. How you doing?
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
So I'm interested. I don't want to interrupt the conversation, but let's do some fact checking because you started your show with a rant about illegal immigrants and how they're the sole source of all your problems in the world because they get money from the government. Where is your source that illegal immigrants get $3,000? In what states?
I've seen it represented in several news articles in the past. I don't remember all of them now, but they definitely showed that these little sanctuary states are giving illegals all these resources to come into their state. And that I've seen it confirmed by multiple news articles saying the same thing, but it was a couple of years ago. Maybe it's changed. I don't know. But the point is, if that was true, and if it's still true, it just shows the inequity of the system itself.
So the only source that I can find is that several states offer refugee cash assistance. So these are people that get asylum at the border. to get asylum, there's specific criteria that have to be met.
Right.
Then brought into the United States, and you get a refugee cash assistance, which is a one-time payment. So, folks out there, when Michelle just reads off these Fox News talking points, you really need to start fact-checking her, because
Okay, so it's a one-time thing.
people aren't getting monthly payments.
Okay, so that I wasn't clear on. Okay,
Just
so
like, some states still give the death penalty for animal abuse. I haven't found anything on that one yet.
Oh yeah, animal abuse death penalty. Fact check time. Let's look that up.
Been looking, I couldn't come across anything.
I mean, nobody challenges Michelle when she says some of these goofy things.
Yeah.
I don't even think
And-
California has a death
I like to hear the
penalty.
excuses. I try, but there's always some counteract. Yeah, counteract. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what Noodles is gonna do. I hope he still comes up here. I know he came all the way, already about 3/4 of the way here. Anyway, it just makes no sense for him to just go. Well, I'm not gonna come the rest of the way. It don't make any sense.
I agree, Michelle.
That wouldn't make any sense for him to
Well,
go.
I've noticed when Noodles, when he senses even the slightest bit of criticism, he does this all or nothing kind of, like, well, I'm going to turn the car around, like this childish stuff. I don't
Very
know
dramatic.
if that's how he expresses himself. But
Right, Glasgow Dave. I don't. As far as news articles go, yes, they can make mistakes in news articles. I worked in a daily on a school newspaper. I know. I worked on 2 school newspapers, and I know it happens. But they're also, especially nowadays, the media especially is very biased. There's no doubt. I try to sort through the bias. I really try.
well, my approach to combating media bias is to gather information from multiple sources.
Right.
It's typically the way to go. Multiple perspectives.
And then you just go ahead, put them into a comparison. Who may be right, who may be wrong, especially if there's only 2 sources. And then you use a little bit of, logical, thinking. Like we said about this cash assistance program. I think one person said it was monthly, and another one didn't say anything about it being monthly. So who's right? Could be right in some areas, and where the states are kicking in the money after the federal government stops. Why is the federal government even giving money in the first place? Why are we allowing these illegals to come in here in the first place? Why are they allowing them to take American jobs away?
What? Okay. You don't work. What jobs are they taking from you? And then
anybody
specifically
who's
mentioned
American
refugee
citizen, maybe.
assistance.
I know that some of this is because of corporate greed, but maybe some people may want to work on a farm, picking oranges, for example, or apples, or because maybe that's a job that they feel comfortable doing. I don't know how many Americans actually voluntarily sign up for a job application for that, but I'm curious. Does anybody know the answer to that question? How many Americans are applying to work on farms in the fields? How many Americans are willing to do the jobs that we pass on to illegal immigrants and migrant workers from other countries? Right, I don't know, great. Can you please contact Noodles and let me know what his plans are now, since he kind of left with that statement, and I really don't want to have him go all the way back to New Jersey. It really would kind of be very sad to see that, but also at the same time, Trouser Mouse tonight on his channel is going to be showing I Am Snow Queen documentary. So you go to Trouser Mouse's channel. That's at 4 o'clock Eastern time, 5 o'clock, 9 o'clock London time at night. If you would want to watch I Am Snow Queen there, I'm sure he's going to have a dialogue. He's going to have chats too. It'll be very interesting to see how that goes. And like I told Trouser Mouse this morning, I said, well, at 4 o'clock my time, I'm going to be with Noodles, so I don't know what's going to happen, if I'm going to be able to watch it live or not. But it would be interesting to see. How you doing, Paul, how you doing?
Doing good. So how are you?
I'm all right.
Good.
I hesitate to even ask, but wasn't Trouser Mouse involved in this three-way Jack Jones, Matt, whatever that other guy's name was, drama
Jack
about
Jones,
so and so
Matt,
calling
and Matt
people a
Taylor.
pedophile?
I don't know how
did you
any
come
of
about
these
going on his
groups
channel?
over together.
Oh. Yeah, how did you go about getting on his channel, Michelle? I mean,
Trouser Mouse suggested I come on his channel. I subscribed. I already was subscribed to Matt's channel.
All right, but he was involved with this person who he had drama with. So again, how did you get involved with this person that he has drama with, and now you're going on their channel to promote your
right?
You're right. How did you come about going on to the person he had drama with? How did you get in contact with the Trouser Mouse person? How did you get on their channel? How did that?
Let's take a look at some of the side questions, Paul, for a second, if I may.
Not going to answer my question.
Okay. Oh, that's fine, but go ahead.
I just asked you, how did you get involved with the Trouser Mouse channel? How did you reach out to him?
Noodles reached out to Matt Taylor, and right. Trouser Mouse just kind of came along because he knew Matt Taylor, and he spoke up. He asked me to subscribe to his channel. I said okay. Likewise, there are a few other channels that they mentioned to me, which I never heard of, including there was one lady in the UK that Trouser Mouse says that Matt Taylor knows. I forgot what her name was. I haven't seen her channel yet. I don't know what's going on with her channel. It seems like it's their version of what's going on here in America. That is, the Noodles channel, the Me channel, the other channels that I'm on occasion, like sometimes like on Season's channel. It sounds kind of like the British version of what we're doing of cross networking.
Okay, I guess.
So Chris said, Dave, if you were a low-paid toilet cleaner having to compete with illegals, you would care. Yeah. By the way, the thing is that Chris says for sole illegals, do get food assistance in the state of Oregon. Second, illegals do go to government-funded public schools. Third, illegals do get health care but none of this is a problem. Right, that's what I'm saying. The same thing is yet when people like me, which have been resident of the state we live in, have been here for almost all of our lives, and we can't even get something as basic as dental care. It really does bother me. And I just wish I knew why this is being allowed to occur so much. Let's see. Brian K says parsley, biologically bankrupt. And then he says, Brian K, please make more episodes of the Brian K Show, please. Glasgow Dave says, how many Americans clean toilets? In a restaurant, in a business, you have a custodial staff that does that. In the case of a school system, you may have an on-site janitor that does that. But I don't know what portion of custodial staffs from companies like Superstar and stuff are Americans. I can't tell you the numbers on that. I don't have them. I wish I could give you more specific details than that. Prince DVS 831 says, at Myrtle Beach, African ladies come here in the summer to clean rooms and go back in the winter months. They even cleaning the malls and everything. Exactly, migrant workers. When these could have been a job for our younger youth, or even for kids in college. Those jobs have been taken away. But then again, some of the companies point out a very valid thing is that some Americans think such work is beneath them. So what are you supposed to do then? If you gotta still have a toilet that's gonna be clean, and the kid out of high school says, "I'm not touching your toilet," and yet somebody from Honduras says, "See, I shall scrub toilet for you." So who's wrong? I mean, is it the system is so skewed? It's so skewed, it doesn't make any sense. Exactly what I just said. You just proved it, Dimitri. Yeah, you just said it because American kids think they're so entitled. You just proved my point. Holy smokes, 37 watchers right now. 37 watchers! Wow! We're definitely getting close to breaking the all-time record of 100 views. I got many watchers on the live stream many years ago, 2016. This is, we're getting there, guys. Brian K, you just proved the second point, which I didn't quite say clearly in the first point. The American people, they want all this stuff done, but they're not willing to do any of it. Like I said, a lot of them is because Americans are too lazy, too drugged up, too incompetent, had a brain the size of a sponge, and really don't care if they have a shitty, dirty toilet. I think that's really the case. I don't think Americans care about themselves, but they sure will pay up for someone else to do the job that they themselves can't even do. Even though they can do it, but they don't want to do it. It's sad. I don't think we lost Noodles, guys. I don't know why. Reach out to Noodles for me because it's easy for me to talk to him and let him know that people think that he doesn't want to help me with the show anymore. I don't understand this. I don't see me posting me missing Discord. I don't know why. This is the reason we gotta get Noodles to get off this idea of only giving Michelle a Discord link. This is stupid because I gotta try to reach out to the guy. And this is kind of a high priority, and I can't reach out to him to get an honest answer. How am I supposed to reach out to Noodles when he makes it almost impossible for me to reach him? I mean, I can ask him, are you coming? I can ask him that now, but, you coming today. Alright. I still want you to come. Okay, I still want you to come. You to come. I hate typing on phones. You to come. Okay. To come. O-M-E. Thank you. Send that out. Okay. He's on Discord. I know. I just posted a message to him on Discord in the DM, in a private DM. All right. I don't know where I said I don't know how much to reach out to tell. Let me shout for him. No more SSI and EBT. But right now, the way our government's going, that's probably going to happen. You guys have to understand. I'm not on SSI. Okay. And the government that's funding the U.S. Department of Agriculture isn't sure what to do about EBT SNAP. Because it's getting so expensive. And it's part of the Iowa Farm Bill is when they determine policy for 2 years ahead for EBT SNAP people. I think that the system needs to be fixed somehow. I don't know how they're going to do it, though. No, I just asked him if he's still coming. COME. You even heard me say a word when I was typing it. No, my stupid phone. If I text to speech, it probably would deliberately spell CUM, and I have to keep going back, correcting it, going. Okay, I did get a response. He says, okay. Alright. Okay, drop the link to the panel. Oh, okay. Okay, here is, I gotta find, oh, wait. Hang on there, guys. Let me go on to Discord on my desktop, because this is gonna be easy, because my chat link is in my other link here. So let's get back on here. Let me send the message to Noodles again. Because I keep forgetting that he can't always see. Oh, he can, but I mean, I thought he had the link. I thought he did too. Well, I guess he didn't. Alright, so that's that link for him. And let me drop another link on here for you guys, because I didn't forget. But let's see. Yeah, I'll type the link in for you guys too. Alright. There you go. I mean, so how did we get in this mess in the first place? I might as well ask this question. I'm talking about with all the illegals. How did we get in this mess?
Hey, Michelle, I'm just going to point this out to everybody, all right?
Okay.
Tell me why these people are so invested in you not making money, not going out and creating content, not coming to, in doing any of this shit.
Yeah, well, that's a good question.
Hey, Jack.
Instead of saying,
why are they so invested in this? Why does this woman have to come up
grow and
along
prosper
with these other people that never come up on your Google Meets? But they're so fucking invested in you not being involved with me. Why?
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Is at the same time, how come they are like that? And how come there's not people actually rallying behind me to see my channel grow? Where like it should maybe.
Michelle, you had 40 people up there watching you. You had 40 fucking people.
Right.
I mean, no offense to Schmeckel Cat or.
And it's because we have been networking out so other people can find us. Okay, go ahead, panel. Schmeckel Cat just joined. Hi, Jack Jones. Welcome back to the show.
So I just want to say that I don't understand all this jealousy towards Dave. Michelle obviously loves his company. It's great content. I don't get all this jealousy.
Absolutely agree.
Everybody's watching the show.
Yeah, what is the problem? What is the problem?
What is the problem?
I got to know what the problem is.
I don't know, but as far as that problem goes, but I will say one thing that might be related is, how come these people in my chat, the ones that are the most vocally outward against me, not rallying for me to become more successful in bringing home a nice little set of pocket money so I could do more fun stuff, or even get basic
Michelle,
things.
point them out. You mean sexy Filipino chick? You mean that account? Yeah. Okay.
I mean, no, I'm definitely not those girls in Thailand that everybody talks about. But I mean, I'm an educated person that has a passion to cover the things as I see them in the world today, and also show reviews of technology and things that could either be of use or total dismal failure for people, and steer people away from making the wrong choices by giving them factual information about what is out there and products or whatever.
Michelle, what you got to remember is that we want to see how this plays out. We want to see you and Dave raising your kids together. in that big mansion. This is only the start of the journey for us, and we
well,
you know,
remember,
we can't be denied.
remember,
we can't be denied.
Remember, in the dream, my real mother was not living in a mansion; she was living in a small cottage.
Yeah.
But what I think
Michelle,
is, go ahead.
I just want to point stuff out. Michelle, Dimitri said that he took off of work to watch this. You don't think that that's worth anything, Michelle? Again, I got to know the concerns. Tell me the concerns about me going out there, her making money, me giving her advice or anything like that. Or even, let me tell you something. You want to know why I do that shit on my show, on my channel, the Thursday night stuff? Because I got to come up with all the fucking clips. I got to put the shit together. That takes time.
Right.
Let her do it. She can't do it.
Dave,
I'm not good at animation guys like that.
It's one word. It's not even complicated. It's one word: jealousy. That's all it is.
Why?
Jealousy.
But why? I just want to know why. What is the problem? Tell me the concerns. That's it.
Guess what? These people won't tell you why, because they know it's the jealousy. That's what it is. They can't handle the fact that you've come around and you've taken Michelle's channel to another level, and they feel like that they can't. They want to control Michelle. I don't know what it is. It doesn't make sense.
And here's the thing, Michelle's not gonna. I told Michelle, let's go out for sushi. Let's do a sushi live stream. She goes, absolutely not. I don't tell Michelle what to do.
Listen, Michelle's got two heads, as she's told us, right? And the two heads are better than one. Michelle knows exactly what's going on here. She's way ahead of all of us.
And I think as far as what Noodle said earlier is, all the people that are trying to support the channel, that's good. But those few detractors, if you guys from day one, if you really liked the content, you would have been out there and telling your friends about the show, have them check it out. You wouldn't be some of those people that came from 4chan, 8chan, Kiwi Forums in the beginning that caused all this mayhem.
Oh, they loved it, Michelle. They loved those people being here.
I know.
Can we hear Schmeckel's thoughts on this? Because Schmeckel's on the panel.
Yeah.
You there, Schmeckel?
Yeah. I was just still wondering what Michelle and Noodles were doing today. I'm kind of a little bit late to the party. I'm glad that they're going out. I was just kind of curious on what they were going to do today. Michelle said they were going to Lowe's or something to get.
But Paul, what's the concern? Because I know there's real concern. I know there is.
You're asking the wrong guy. Have I ever expressed?
Well,
I ever expressed concern?
Well, there's got to be concern to everything. I'm serious. I just want to know what your concern would be about me helping Michelle. I'm being absolutely 100% serious, and I'm not gonna knock anyone for what they think.
I've had no quandaries. My only suggestion was that you find people who are more appealing to Michelle, I would say, opposed to just random.
I agree with that.
People. I promised yesterday that I would reach out to that guy who was in radio. Right. I did. I haven't gotten a response back, Michelle. But once I do, hopefully this person will agree, and we can have you interview someone who's been in radio.
And I still would like to find if anybody can help me to get an interview in with Rebecca Marie in the Messenger. It sounded like R11H30 had started managing to negotiate with them, but then that fell through. And I'm still have not been able to reach Rebecca Marie in the Messenger since.
Yeah. Well, so in our 11th thing, Michelle, again, my only concern that I've expressed that I've had is Michelle just, talk to people who have more common interests. As far as everyone else goes, I can't tell you what everyone else's, opinions are. When you say like you people, though, again, you can't group you can't group everyone into a category. Yeah. You can maybe call specific people out, but you can't say everybody, and because not everybody may have that opinion.
Well, I'm not sure if I can actually specify my class or group because it's such a huge heterogeneous group of people. They're not all in, feeling the same thing about the same things.
Yes. Michelle, I don't want you ever losing money. If Baroness is giving you money, Parsley, whatever, that's not what I'm here to. I'm here to make Michelle money to get her to realize that she can make money, to have her be more social. And I think once she learns this stuff, she will be able to fucking do whatever she needs.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to do here. Okay?
Let me answer out of Laura's comment, which I agree with him on. I want to answer. It says, in all honesty, everybody who subscribes and gives views, Michelle is helping her out. And so we all do. Thank you very much. That's very true. It does help. It helps with the algorithm. If more people view content on our channel, it begins to move you up through the algorithm as far as the show's engagement. If you had, let's just say, probably not going to happen in the near future. Let's say that things start showing 3, 4, 5,000 people on a live stream. All of a sudden the algorithm is going to push to a lot higher.
Where was Baroness and Parsley when Yam Ranch was having you swatted? He was constantly saying the N-word on your channel. How come they weren't up here being like, "Oh, Yam Ranch, you shouldn't do that. Michelle, you shouldn't have Yam Ranch around." Where were they? Why are they focused on me? What's the problem?
And why is Yam Ranch, for example, at that time, and I think he still does, have a fixation with my channel by constantly flagging my streams?
But my point is that Yam Ranch isn't around, and these people are now the most vocal, the most displeased over a guy coming out there, Michelle making money, her getting views, her going out and going to malls and fucking. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And I don't think going out is a bad thing anyway, because you guys are saying Michelle's going to work out, Michelle's going to be active. If you think about it, I'm getting to work out, I am being active, I'm getting out places. That's the whole point. Is to do those two things. If you think about it, those that say Michelle needs to get out more, you're getting your wish. Those that saying Michelle should try to exercise, walk more, you're getting your wish. Those that say
you never hear them complaining when someone calls up and plays audio clips of me.
And you never hear them say or object when the N-word caller starts this crap and say, "This has got to stop." And when it says that, hey, wait, this is getting to be unacceptable. Michelle's been trying to do a legitimate show, and this cool, it keeps ruining the show, risking Michelle from being flagged and removed from YouTube.
Why am I having to plead a case here, guys? That this is what we're doing. She's growing. She's getting more money. Her channel's growing. She came up here and said your channel's not growing. Bullshit. Show me how her channel's not growing.
Right.
Explain this to me.
You're right. My channel isn't growing.
I'm trying
because
to wrap my
we'll
fucking brain around that.
We'll get like 10, 15 subs, and then 3 days later, those 10, 15 subs are gone. I mean, it could be YouTube filtering them out.
All the time.
Okay, but you know what I'm talking about.
That's what happens to my channel. I'm now well over 530 subs. I gain like basically 20 a week. Right.
And I don't even get that. My channel does not get 20 people a week, or even 5. And sometimes not even 3 a week. I mean, my channel is not growing. More than likely it's because of the content. But I also think it's because people badmouth my channel 7 Ways to Sunday. Definitely did on 4chan. I started one on 4chan. I started one on 8chan. I started on Kiwi Farms. So people believe that people are saying all the bad stuff, but they don't really say, well, you know what? I want to see what this is really about, because it can't be that bad. And then you get the N-word caller and being yelled and considered critical or being criticized because saying that, oh, I'm a racist because I'm on the far right. I'm a moderate Republican, guys. I am not on the far right. When you look at the difference between a moderate Republican and Democrat, depending on how close they are to the center, the more purple they are, they're not that different.
Michelle, I'm going to be honest with you. When I used to first watch you and hear those live call-ins, I thought they were funny as hell. They were fucking awesome.
When the calls are more realistic.
I'm going to tell you something right now. You only had 6 people watching.
Right. But they were more real calls, and they were more... I mean, I'd say more real. Some of them were, they were still kind of trolling, but some of them were real people calling, and I could hear them, and I could talk to them, but I wasn't afraid to answer the phone because I didn't have somebody want to do the equivalent of porn bomb my show by saying nasty expletives and other stuff that YouTube finds hypersensitive on. It was not a thing. Well, YouTube itself was very different
because
too.
you got monetized, Michelle, and then you just started.
I was monetized in 2011, guys.
Wait a minute.
Let me say one thing. I originally was monetized around 2011, 2013. I'm going to say between that. 2013 sounds right. Okay.
Yeah,
I was monetized.
Let me finish. No, let me finish, Michelle. You weren't taking calls then or doing a show in 2013. You didn't show
No, I know that. I was just doing videos, yes.
The problem is you got monetized and now you're scared to even play a regular YouTube video on your channel because you're so scared that you're going to lose the dollar sign. Noodles
well, YouTube itself has changed too. The policies.
Noodles tuned in, Michelle, he was right. We had great phone calls. They made up a huge audience, but we had great phone calls, and then other people started coming in who became, white knights and SJWs, and then you got monetized, and then that's when all the the paranoia started. That's when all the
because YouTube itself changed the rules so differently. From when they joined the YouTube Partner Program in 2013, then during the Apocalypse, 2016 February, they suspended that because I didn't have the 1,000 subs and the 4,000 watch hours. Then I finally, with the help of Noodles, get the 1,000 sub and 4,000 watch hours.
That's great, Michelle. But people are doing YouTube shows right now, like you used to do with the call-ins and all that stuff. They're doing shows like that right now. They have 10,000
Noodles
subs,
is still coming.
Channels monetized. They're not getting in trouble for it. I mean, they're pushing the limit. Again, I think the monetization is probably the worst thing that ever happened to your channel
part of the problem,
as far as content goes.
Listen to me. The problem is you got to remember YouTube after the apocalypse, after the election, actually before the election of 2016, they cracked down. But then after the apocalypse, YouTube really started pushing more and more requirements on the content creators that we had to abide by. And one of them was a list of words that they consider sensitive, and the N-word is one of the words. The F-word is certainly suspect too, but it's not to the same level as the N-word.
How do people get away with saying that on their channel all the time that are monetized nowadays? How is that possible if they're so hypersensitive against those words?
I'll post the link out to you, Grace. 1 minute. It's actually the link. I just post them up here, just like Noodles does manually. So I'll just send it out to you, Grace.
Well, how are these big channels getting away with it with thousands of people watching the N-word?
Oh, that's Greeny. Go, Greeny and Grizz. Greeny.
So she's not going to answer again. So this is like why it's kind of pointless to even have a conversation with Michelle. She'll just ignore you.
I don't know. I mean.
Oh,
okay. For some reason, because Grizz has got symbols in his name. All right, so let me go ahead and post the link in public because I can't type in symbols. I don't know how to type those in. So we have a new person hopefully coming up on the panel.
People can hear you.
It is indeed GDZC. Can I type in that? Computer, can I type in that? Would that work?
No. You realize that she wants her channel to be the best channel ever, right?
Sure. Yeah, of course.
I'm not saying it ever will be, but at least that's what's going on here.
It's always been our goal, of course.
Yeah.
Hopefully GDZZ270 can join us. He has so many emojis in his name, I don't know how to type them, so I couldn't pass him the link.
Michelle, are you sure? I mean, do you not realize that they can hear you and you can say, here's the link, and then just say,
all right, here's the link, guys. Just the last few letters, ENX-DFQV-EJT.
I don't know.
Type it into your Google Meets program.
Michelle, how many times do we have to go over
So
that?
that's
People can hear you.
ENX-G
You just ignore us, you know, this is why,
FTV-EJT.
you know, that there's the problem right there, Noodles, you know.
Oh, the donation link's right there. See,
Again,
some
maybe take her
some
to an
links.
etiquette class opposed to the like Home Depot, you know, get her some lessons there. Work with her or something. Like help her channel out.
What do you
Clearly,
think,
right?
Noodles?
Yeah. What do you think, Noodles?
Michelle, I think there's people that are talented here, that way more talented in something that I can't do. I think you're talented in being able to run a show like this. I can't do it. Some people are very good, like Wiggy. She's very good at freaking making clips and editing
absolutely.
and stuff like that. So if I were you, I would ask them to get involved with your show and actually do those things, and you can use them.
What do you think about Paul's question about learning etiquette, online etiquette, and public etiquette? Because unfortunately, to be honest, a lot of people with autistic spectrum disorder, including Asperger's, sometimes do have a problem with social etiquette. And it's not because we are Neanderthals. Because even Neanderthals are etiquette.
If you guys don't see the progress that she's been making in the past like month or so, that's amazing. I'm just curious what the concerns are and if I'm doing something wrong. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, so the certain valid concerns are there, but as far as the intonation of Paul's voice, I'm not trying to ignore Paul. I'm really not. I do have to work carefully to try to make sure I understand everybody clearly. Well, Brian K., some people are saying I don't have any etiquette. Some people, again, think I'm just a Neanderthal that doesn't know how to do anything. On location talk shows take planning, guys. I'd love to... I mean, like, for example, if you're going to have, like, some place that's going to... You know, they're going to... You got to plan in advance. You can't just show up. And because some places have rules about that kind of stuff, being them using their place for what they consider as broadcasting. Because some places can't tell the difference between social media and broadcasting, like for like a TV show or news program. So I would think something like that. It would have to be something that would be planned with the location. It could be done. We could do it, Noodles. We could do that. We could arrange with a location to allow us to do an interview with somebody there, maybe for the location or another guest. Because the thing is, make sure that they understand, asking permission to bring in cameras and microphones. We already ran into this. You got to find out ahead of time if you can. If it's going to be something like an on-location interview, if we have a morning show, say at, let's just say, for example, the West Point Mall. You got to go ahead and get mall management to understand and agree permission, because that's gonna be something where the public is gonna invariably.
Michelle, if they ask us to not record, we don't record.
Right, we do that, but no one did. I think Hot Topic did. We didn't stay in Hot Topic very long.
Right, but if there are signs out there saying no recording, we won't record.
A picture of a camera with a big circle through it. Very simple. Dyslexic can figure that out too. When you see a camera and there's a big red circle to slash through it, I think you would understand what that means. As long as they're posted in places we can actually see them, that's the key.
And Michelle, did you find any purchases at Hot Topic? Did you see anything you might want to purchase?
No, we didn't even stay in there. We just came in and left.
Good store. Yeah, it's a good store. Maybe a choker. Get a choker for you, Michelle. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I remember that.
Want to be in.
Not feeling it. All right. Oh, good show. Maybe try give him another shot sometime.
Yeah, we could. I think that's one of the reasons why he kind of wants to go to these local stores in my area to find out, what they have and stuff like that. I get that. I think it would be interesting for the local stores too, because I never heard of Ollie's or the predecessor Peebles before I went in there and saw there was a store called Peebles, so later became Ollie's.
Like maybe you could go to Hot Topic, Michelle, and get a shirt that says like "Daddy's Little Slut" or something like that, and like a choker.
Well, you know what the thing is with a spike collar in the goth community, kind of implies kind of a bondage. The idea that you're kind of like bonded to something.
Yeah, Lumi. Michelle, you're bonded to Lumi. I mean, Lumi's pretty much the
but
dom.
I don't make Michelle wear a spike collar. She doesn't have to.
It fits, though, Lumi. It fits. You know, you're the dominant one. Michelle's the sub. I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool. I think a lot of people would enjoy you in a spike collar, Michelle. It's a good look.
No, I did not look into Jessica Wait in detail. I briefly went on the channel, but it didn't look like the content really was right for the show. I know
Michelle, he's an American icon. That's it. That's all. That's all you need.
Okay. So yeah, the spike collar, as I said, implies bondage, and Hot Topic is known for products for younger people that come in. I think I understand why Generation Z and maybe Generation X would wear something like that. That implies bondage or subservient to someone else. But as far as the content for the show goes, I'm looking for I don't, until you mentioned the name Jessica White, I didn't even know who Jessica White was.
Michelle, for the 1800th time, I know you got pussy on your brain because it's your natural fucking thing. It's Jezco. It's not Jessica. It's Jez.
Like Jessica,
can you say
right?
Jezco? Can you say that? Jezco?
Jessica. It doesn't roll off the tongue. It just doesn't roll off the tongue right. I don't know why.
Though. You just got pussy on the brain. That's all you think about is pussy. So your brain goes to Jessica, but it's Jezco. Jezco.
Choker and black lipstick would be awesome stuff for you. I don't think so. I'm not into that dark goth stuff. I mean, I'm a white goth. If I'm gothy at all, I'm a white goth.
They make white chokers too. You can get a white choker.
A lighter colored one, yeah, more.
Well, now the only thing you see my amulet more than you see the lanyard holding it to my neck. Is living him every day also? The body hermaphroditic. The entities that are in the driver's seat have specific genders. Michelle's gender is female, mine is masculine. So we're not hermaphrodite souls. The body was built for a masculine and a feminine hermaphrodite soul to manage together. Right. That's a pretty good way of putting it. Yeah. Right, so I see John Heyman saying something similar that I thought about Jessica White. So I don't know anything about the person other than the titles of the videos. From what I saw on the channel.
Michelle, tonight I'll put together something for you, and we can play it on Thursday.
Oh, but we're gonna be watching the Trouser Mouse is doing a live premiere of the Iron
I'm sorry. I'm the Thursday night show that we're gonna be doing. I'll put together a thing about Jessica White. We can watch a thing about Jessica White.
Okay, next Thursday. Yeah, that'd be good. But so anyway, that's one thing that's interesting about your scheduling today is because Trouser Mouse tonight, United States time, 9 o'clock London time, is showing I Am Snow Queen, just like Matt Taylor TV did. And so there's going to be questions afterwards. And I think it's going to be interesting to see how it works out because I don't see any videos by Trouser Mouse. So is this his first video debut? A live stream debut? He did videos, he did shorts, but I've never seen live streams. So it looks like this is Trouser Mouse's live stream debut.
Michelle, do you wear hats?
Not really.
No, yeah.
Nothing, just using my headband and... Because I'm wearing headphones, it kind of counts like a headband, too. Tend to wear a black headband. Well, Michelle would like other colors, but unfortunately she couldn't find any that she liked. Yeah. Got out of the fence. Oh, okay. Gotta fix that. Chicken wire. We're still doing movie night.
Michelle, you dropped the Google Meet link, right?
Okay.
No, you dropped.
Yes, I did.
Right?
I put it out several times already. There we go.
You know, I'm asking very nicely for the concerns. That's all I'm asking for.
I'll put two links on.
I'm not trying to start a fight. I'm just trying to figure this out. What the concerns are.
Yeah, guys, this is the reason why I wanted Noodles on, because he wanted to know the answers about why some people fail the way they do with this channel, good and bad. I think we need to hear from both sides.
Air your grievances, guys. This is the time, you know. Air your grievances. Right, Michelle?
Right, your grievances, or even your positive comments too. Let's hear both sides of the point. Come on, we got currently 35 people on here. That's 35 viewpoints. Let's hear some of them. You don't have to say it out loud on the panel. Just type them in here.
Yeah, let's see if we can get hot Filipino chick up here. Yeah.
Hot Filipino chick, who's that?
Or whatever the fuck that person was that was like saying all the negative shit.
Oh. Well, I'd love to see more people come up and speak. Yeah, Baroness was here, yeah. She was on the panel too, Noodles, when Free came on.
Good question, Buff. Yeah, did you guys? Again, I think I asked earlier. I didn't know if you guys had any plans for today. You guys gonna maybe play it by ear? What are your thoughts?
Probably pretty much like Noodles said. He wanted to go to the one small shopping center.
Okay.
And as far as the rest of the day, I don't know what he's planning.
I mean, did you have anything in mind that you wanted to do, or did you did you have anything that you wanted to do? Or
well, I said I would like to visit Lowe's too, but that's in Torrington. But Noodle says he doesn't want to go to Lowe's.
Right.
So
if you're going for like the same thing.
Michelle, we're not spending money at Lowe's, Michelle. Because at the end of the day, guys, I'm spending the money, not you.
You know that.
All right.
Like, again, what are you guys going for? What are you guys going to Lowe's for? Or what would you want to go to Lowe's for, Michelle? What are you guys seeking out? Or what are you guys... Are you guys making something? Building something? What is the point of...
Oh, in my case, I need to get...
I'm just trying to figure out what's...
I need to get some Category 5 Ethernet cable.
Alright. So you want to get some new Ethernet?
So I can go ahead and start rewiring the Ethernet cables in this apartment, because some of them are really bad shape, and some of them we never finished the job right.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we wanted to fix that.
You're gonna go get some Ethernet cable, do some networking, okay?
Right.
Okay.
And maybe pick up some plastic.
Well, Michelle, when Noodles and everyone else was saying that you have to do networking, I think they meant with like human beings, Michelle, not like running.
Well, I need to do networking with both.
Silly goose. I think they were talking about like meeting new people. Not like.
Right, we're trying to network new people too.
Oh, okay.
I don't mean network comes on the computer cable. I mean it's network with people on YouTube.
All right, just making sure you knew that, Michelle, because you're talking about running wires now and setting up a Cisco system, and I just didn't know how you took the networking comment.
Well, first of all, Dimitri, I wouldn't be going in the men's room because I'm not a man anyway. So, so Buff Carrot says, Noodles, do you think Michelle would mind if I promoted her channel? I don't mind if you promote my channel.
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Because
no, wait. Buff Carrot, you should ask that. You should ask Baroness and ask Parsley about that. Ask them. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, but then, of course, like I said, I certainly don't mind if people promote my channel for the good things it does.
Yeah, she would definitely love it, Buff Carrot, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Shell, you wouldn't mind, right?
What's
little
that?
promotion? Of course not. A little promotion on Buff Carrot's channel?
I have no problem being promoted on any
I
channel
don't
as
mind
long
that,
as I'm
Buff Carrot.
asking that to look at my channel in a more balanced light. For so long, what Kiwi Farm saw those years ago in 8chan did, and 8chan did just in 2009 or 2022 of trying to destroy my channel again. If we can get my channel to get more positive, at least people to look at it a more positive way, we can see if the channel can grow. And then come on, a channel like this could easily have, 3,000, 4,000 views given my content. I'm a realist. I'm not expecting to go anywhere near 10, 15,000 views in a year. I mean, I'm talking about subscribers.
Why not, Michelle? Why not? I mean, seriously.
Because my content, Noodles, is very, very focused on the sciences, technology, engineering, mathematics. I don't think
Excuse me.
channels like mine really tend to get as much look at versus the channels that get into the drama and the silly things that people do. Those channels do great because they're more mainstream content.
So then do it. Show what's holding you back.
That's what we're doing now. We're doing something like that now, guys. We're trying to be more everything variety channel. That's what the whole channel was to be, though. And if it wasn't for the people subscribing, watching, becoming members, we really wouldn't have had a chance to grow. Oh, I see somebody wants to come on panel. Hold on, Parsley wants to come on back on. Let's get into you, Parsley. Don't panic. I gotta hit this cursor up there. Admit. Okay. Admit. Go ahead, Parsley.
So, Noodles, I know you're driving and you get a little emotional, so I don't want you to get into an accident.
Right. You don't want me to get into a wreck, right? Go ahead.
What have I said that has upset you so much that now you're constantly using my name? You said Parsley the other day.
I apologize. I apologize.
So, my concern that I had the other day is that Michelle didn't know these people, that the first thing that they did, the British folks come in, they start saying, oh, well, so-and-so's calling me a pedo and bringing all this drama. What is wrong about what I said?
So for 2 years over here, people have been calling me a pedo, and why all of a sudden are you nervous about it now?
It's not that I'm nervous. No. That's not what I said.
No. This is what's been going on over here for 2 years.
That's not what I said.
I've never heard you come up on
impression
sounding so concerned. Concerned.
The first impression I got of these British people were that they all came over here and then started trouser. And now Michelle's going on Trouser Mouse's show. So and so's a pedophile. So and so's calling me a pedophile. Like, that's all. That was my concern. That's all. So what else have I said that has upset you so much that you can't get my name out of your mouth?
My question to you is, why all of a sudden are you concerned about all this stuff? You weren't concerned about it 2 years ago, leading up until just a week ago.
Who says I wasn't concerned about it 2 years ago? I started watching
how come you were never
trying to remember exactly.
You've never been this vocal about something.
And
I've been watching for a long time.
Saying my name now.
Well, what's the problem with that? Did you have a name?
Exactly.
Is your name Parsley?
Or even a YouTube copper plug.
What's your last name? What's your last name?
Look it up.
Yeah, all right.
I just don't understand. Like, so that's if you want to continue to bring drama crowd people over here, then fine. Where they start shouting at each other for calling each other pedophile. Okay.
That was my concern. I thought that was a reasonable what Parsley's talking about.
Again, for 2 years, that's all that was ever said in the chat. All right, and people would come up and fucking say that. Yeah.
I really don't remember.
I never heard you.
And I would ask other folks that have been watching.
I've never heard you so vocal before or concerned. I find that very strange.
Yeah, I don't recall. The only times you were ever brought up on the show were when you would visit Michelle. Like, you visited last summer, I think, and there was the whole pizza restaurant visit.
Right, ABC, yeah.
And then when else were you brought up on the show? I do not recall.
Never in the comments?
I'll
go back about a year with all the screenshots from the Discord.
Please.
Where I can see you guys talking to Yam Ranch, conversing with don't worry. I'll show it. Don't worry about it, dude. Okay.
I just don't. You don't. You get very emotional. You get very all or nothing. My concern
I'll
was
play
that
stupid.
these
I'll
folks
play
are a
dumb.
drama circus.
I have no problem with that. I'll pretend. I can pretend I'm a retard. Yeah.
Well, let's try to keep this chat kind of on an even kill, like Gemini Jam said. I mean, I don't think we should be calling anyone any names. I think. I mean, we all know
this is what these people want, Michelle. This is what these people want me to pretend to be. Like I'm stupid. Like I don't know what's going on.
I don't know who these people are. You have to be more specific.
You. How about
me?
that?
I want you to think. When did I say that I didn't want Michelle to go out?
Parsley herbicide, or whatever.
Herbson.
Yeah.
When did I say that I didn't want Michelle to go out or do videos outside?
Well, what do you want her to do? Tell me what you want her to do.
I want her to do what she wants to do.
All right, Michelle, what do you want to do?
Well, like I said, I did want to go into Lowe's, and I wanted to explain and do the other things, like you said, go to all these.
We'll go to Lowe's, Michelle, but I'm not paying for anything at Lowe's. All right?
Okay.
There we go. All cleared up.
Yeah. Is that it, Parsley? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, I will say one thing is I certainly like Lowe's better than Home Depot, because Home Depot makes me feel like I'm totally lost in high weeds.
You know your way around. You know your way around Lowe's pretty good there, Michelle.
Yeah, I do. For the main aisles I usually go into, which is the electrical section.
Well, if you guys go, you'll definitely have to take the lead. I mean, I don't think Noodles has been to your local Lowe's, so you'll definitely have to take the lead and show him around, 100%.
Oh, he's been through his Lowe's in his area.
Yeah.
I think there's some valid reasons why he's saying I don't want to go to Lowe's, because it's boring. You all know what Lowe's is. It's not like it's a big, hardware store. Formerly used to be known as Eagle Hardware, and I believe it was Colorado, and then it grew into Lowe's as we know it now.
Michelle, I just want to say I'm looking forward to Parsley's video when he takes you out and about and shows you a good time. I'm really looking forward to that.
And somebody Wiggy has done that. Wiggy has just driven around with me, and Skynet went with Wiggy. He did the same thing. We went up to the dispensary in Great Barrington.
Ah, so this is what it's about, is that Parsley's jealous that Dave is now doing it. I get it. I get what's happening here.
Right. Sounds like it.
I mean, if that's the case, then I won't ever do this again. I mean, if this is causing people, to get so angry to the point where they got to accuse me of fucking taking money from you, Michelle, let them take you out. I'm not making a goddamn.
Well, there is a valid issue that, of course, notices that YouTube goes intergalactic. I mean, within the galaxy, and of course, by the time in the future, Alpha Centauri won't see us until about 200 years after I'm dust, but it goes out there. So people living in the States,
Baroness.
Oh,
Baroness did, dude. That was the first thing she said. Paul, I don't make a dime off her, dude.
I
do not make a dime off of her.
I get it. I don't know how you'd be taking money from Michelle. I don't get that myself, but I was just wondering. I don't know if something was just.
I was in Lowe's. Gemini Chan. I was in Lowe's with Christoph about a year. This is about 5 months ago, and we were going to look for some Keystone jacks, and they didn't have any Keystone jacks. Now, I know Home Depot did, but I wasn't going to go all the way out to Home Depot because it's like I said, I don't like Home Depot that much. I think it's a lot less organized. But unfortunately, Lowe's didn't have what I needed, so I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, they're essentially the same store, Michelle, to be honest. I mean, to be honest, Home Depot would
they carry different products.
Have a little bit more than likely than Lowe's does. Home Depots tend to be a bit bigger and have a bit more variety. I mean, they're not necessarily a bad store. Just ask for help. Just ask the people, what aisle is this in? It's really simple. I mean, You know?
Well, that was one thing I noticed at the New Hartford Home Depot didn't seem to have a lot of people to help you.
I mean, I don't know. They usually do. I mean, I live in the ghetto.
I'm at a loss of words the amount of butthurt people out there. Percy says I live in Colorado. Out on the wire would be in for a drive. Yeah, out on the wire would be, but it would be a lot less worrisome, frustrating for both of you or the guys who come to Connecticut and visit.
Kind of like a drama tactic, like to say, "Oh, somebody you're jealous," or I mean, it's like calling someone a pedo. I mean, I don't know if anyone's necessarily jealous. Again, I think the issue was
you know why they use as a lightning rod
that were brought over, the content that was brought over. It's not that anyone's mad at Noodles and you going out, Michelle, or doing anything. I think it was just, again, the content that was brought over. Nobody cares who's calling who a pet. You know, no one cares about that. And then
just ignore it. Right. Just ignore it.
Okay.
I don't.
Let me answer one question now. The
just
reason
like Parsley did for 2 fucking years when they were doing it to me over here. I mean, what the fuck?
I'm just trying to say is the reason why people get so upset with the word pedo is because of what is considered to be and is, to me, as an American anyway, total depravity. And even if you didn't do any of that.
Yeah, but Michelle, it's everyone. Unless you have proof, like everyone does it nowadays. Noodles has done it.
Oh,
me.
I know.
I mean, everybody does it to everybody. Supposedly, it's just like the go-to.
Well, I don't go to my friends and say, "Hi, pedo. How are you doing?"
I mean,
because immediately be saying like, "Hi, child abuser. Did the kid taste good when you beat him up?" Oh, Jesus.
That's funny.
I'm sure that won't get clipped, Michelle.
But yeah, it's just desensitized.
That might be true, Dimitri. The old format is gone, but then again, in a way, it's not. It's just everybody likes the victory of a nice form studio with microphone and cameras, and instead of just seeing me sitting on an old couch with a stuffed animal family, I do like to do both. But like I said, I'm not set up for really live streaming on the couch right now. Or if I do with my phone, that's fine. But then I can't read the chat from far away. And when I do the phone calls, I need the caption so I sometimes understand some of the calls. But then some of the calls have gotten really dark, looping of horrible words and statements that upset a lot of my viewers, and then they leave because even though they know I'm not actually saying it, just hearing it gets them upset, and some of the reasons are justified. So what are you supposed to do when it's your real hearing, your real eyesight is not exactly the same? You're afraid that you can't see the screen because it's too small, and then you're trying at the same time doing phone calls where people are doing all kinds of or even unintentionally doing things that are really trying to tear your show apart. What?
I'm damned if you do, Michelle. Damned if you don't. You just got to work with what you got.
Right. That's what I try to do. Yeah. That's why we're using this equipment here in the studios, adaptive equipment, so I can see everything and be part of the show.
Yeah.
What do you think, Noodles? What's your opinion?
My opinion is, again, I think I'm doing a great job over here. I'm the best. And now, Michelle, you are eventually becoming the best. I don't know why everyone's against it. I really don't know.
No, I meant with the topic when they say is that some people miss the old shows. Well, the first question is, of course, like it pointed out.
I'm sure they do, Michelle. But again, if your show is not evolving or growing, you're dying.
Right.
There's got to be some. There's got to be some. It can't stay stagnant. The views are up, Michelle. The money is up. You're getting more subscribers.
Right.
I'm telling you.
And let's be honest, guys. Okay, I think the most important reason people don't realize I gave up on the phones was because of some of the hurtful stuff that was being said, and N-word use and all that. if we could have kept that out of there, if we could have dealt with legitimate questions, people calling and asking real questions. I mean, the closed captions isn't perfect, but it's at least they could hear. At least I can hear them and understand what they're saying. But some of the other stuff that keeps coming up is hateful.
Well, I mean, listen again. Your channel has to evolve. If you want to get rid of the phones, you get rid of the phones. You're giving them something else. You're showing them around Connecticut. You're going places.
Absolutely.
That's obviously getting more views and more attention than the fucking phone calls.
Michelle, that's a good point. Are there any good barbecue?
I'm sorry, guys.
Absolutely.
Michelle, are there any good barbecue all right.
And all the people out there in Canada, welcome to the show, all of you. I never said it.
Michelle, are there any good barbecue joints that you and Noodles can go to today?
No, I don't know of any myself.
Maybe you can Google.
You're talking about real pit barbecue here. We're not talking about.
Yeah, it's like a barbecue. Yeah, like a barbecue joint,
Right. I don't know of any, but I'm sure.
Barbecue.
In maybe one of the larger cities, there might be one.
Okay.
So here's the thing, Paul. I know you could look this up. I know you could find one for us. You want to find one for us, and maybe we can go.
I just didn't know if Michelle knew one, offhand or specifically. It's her backyard, so I just figured that out.
Is there any good noodles places nearby, Parsley? Can you Google that? Is there any good noodles places that they can go to?
Michelle, would you eat barbecue, Michelle, if I looked up a local barbecue place for you? Would you like barbecue? Or what do you got a hankering
probably
for
would
today,
like that. Brian K said, Michelle, you really need to bring the phones back, and you need to just roll with it. Getting rid of the phones is a brand destroying for you. So what do? You need to make your channel stand up from the others.
Michelle, what city are you in Noodles going?
I'm in Winston, Connecticut. Zip code is 060.
No, I know where you're at, Michelle, but where are you and Noodles going today is what I was going to ask. I thought
Torrington, Connecticut, maybe Barkhamsted, which is right next to Winston.
All right. I just wanted to know your general area where you're going to be today. All right.
Let's all get real for a minute, right? This is all about Michelle being so fantastic and amazing and beautiful. This is all about us fighting all over Michelle because we all want a piece of her because she's so amazing and brilliant and spectacular.
There is a barbecue place not too far away from Michelle's. It's called Zach.
Come on. You know it's true.
It's called Zach and Lou's.
We all love you, Michelle. We all want you, Michelle. We all want you. We all want a piece of you. You're so brilliant. You're amazing.
Absolutely. 100%. 110%.
Let's put our personal petty squabbles aside and just say, you know what? We're all here for Michelle. We want you to succeed, Michelle. We love you. That's what this is about, people. It's not about us. Right. It's about MicheleMarieDalene.
Absolutely.
And
right,
we
Michelle?
also, of course, like I said, is to everybody is, okay, I want to do the best I can, but I want to be me. I want to be genuine. I don't want to, put on a face to be on YouTube to say certain things. I want to be who I really am. So if I express my opinion, it's not because of a character persona. It's because I really feel a certain way. But the phone calls, like I said, got so dark after a while. I just didn't want to deal with them anymore.
Michelle, we're living in the present, okay? And pretty soon, Dave is going to knock on your door.
You are one of the more outspoken YouTubers in Canada that I have on my channel. I don't have very many Canadians, but the ones I have seen are genuine and kind. But you are definitely the most prevalent here on this channel, as you are in Noodles' channel.
Dave's going to knock on your door soon, Michelle, and take you out and show you a great time as usual. You're going to have a lovely afternoon. It's going to be great content.
That would be interesting to see how we would do that, because I know me and Tiger Kitty were trying to come up with a plan too with that.
But it's going to happen today. It's going to be great content. Everyone's going to be happy. All the people in the chat are going to love it. It's just going to be a brilliant afternoon. So well done, Dave. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't.
Michelle, are you looking forward to this, Michelle? Did you wake up this morning looking forward to going out and doing things, or
Yeah.
did you wake up this morning being like, oh my God, my leg, oh my God, fucking there's cockroaches here, oh my God, Ed's gonna die. I mean, how did you when you woke up this morning? What did you think?
Happier because I knew I was going to have something to do.
Thank you.
I don't think that's under a question. You know, no one's questioning that Michelle's happy going. I don't think that's really a question. There's no one really questioning that Michelle's happy going out or doing anything like that. Yeah, it's not really a question or a concern of anyone's.
Parsley, you got to cheer up. It's all good. Dave's in the house. Dave's going to take Michelle out, and Michelle's loving it. She's looking forward to it. Yeah, I am the hype man. How can we not get hyped about this, people? Come on. This is brilliant. This is fantastic. There's nothing like MicheleMarieDalene. There's no one like her.
No, I'm not sure if you're thinking. Are you talking to the person in the chat, or are you talking? Are you thinking that I'm person? I'm not sure. Are you talking to the person in the chat?
I don't know. I thought you were Parsley.
No,
You're not Parsley?
No.
Who are you?
Look at your screen.
I don't know. I can't keep up with it all. There's so much bickering going on. I can't figure out who's who.
We're down to 29 views right now. We were at peak, but then we went down to 29 from 36.
You got to remember, right? Well, we've been on the ropes the last hour or so. It's been so frenetic. Dave's turned around his car. He's headed back. Now he's coming back again. There's so much craziness going on. My mind's been scrambled. I'm now starting to get my.
Oh, by the way, Noodles, the door's open. Just come into the kitchen when you're ready.
Forgive me for being emotional. Forgive me for being confused. This has been a roller coaster.
Calm down.
Ed's doing fine. He has established a place to live. I don't know.
Yeah. Only MicheleMarieDalene can give us this sort of tension and excitement. It's been all over the place for 2 hours. It's been back and forth. Will she? Won't we? What is going to happen next? Nobody knows. It's fantastic.
Right, we need fireworks. We need fireworks sounds in the background. Schmeckle Cat, can you get us like sound clips like fireworks and stuff?
Yeah, they call me the hype man. You know why they call me the hype man? Because this is it. There's nothing. How can we not be hyped about this, people? Come on. This is it. There's nothing like this. You search YouTube. You go wherever you want. You'll never see anything like this. And Dave's going to provide an afternoon which you won't believe. Tell your friends. Tell everyone.
Dimitri, I agree with that. That's true. They would get confused if they didn't know where the show started, how things started being addressed here. Absolutely.
I apologize to Parsley if I got the names.
This is one of the reasons why I really appreciate when Stan CT was able to actually give summaries to the views, and he would go through.
Can we ask Jack something a serious question? Jack, when you were first introduced to this channel, right? You didn't get it, right? You didn't really understand, but you wanted to know, and you wanted to know more, and do you think that's an average viewer? Like someone that's introduced to Michelle?
All I know is Michelle is dynamite. There's nowhere, anywhere on YouTube.
Thank you. Thank you for the kind words, Jack. Much appreciate that.
That's the fireworks, people. That's the sound of fireworks.
I know that. What holiday is it over there right now?
That is the sound of fireworks. That is MicheleMarieDalene. Exploding.
So thank you.
That is MicheleMarieDalene unleashed all over you people. That is what it sounds like when she explodes onto you. And this is
honestly, Brian, that doesn't make any sense. Let's be honest, this channel has grown because it has an audience that is a mix of everybody. All
That's
cultures.
right, and everybody's welcome here. Everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you look like, what you smell like, where you've been. It's all about now. This is it. The MicheleMarieDalene show. This is all that matters in life.
Yeah. And I think also what's important, like I said, my show is we're not playing airs. We're not putting on a mask to make a certain look. This is real life, guys. This is IRL. Okay? In real life. This channel is not
this
pre-scripted.
Is so real. This is so real it hurts. Yeah?
It does hurt
so
even me
real.
sometimes. Because
It hurts.
sometimes when I hear some of the stuff that's said, it really hurts me because, you know, I'm trying to be genuine and honest to who I am and what I do.
Yeah.
And so it hurts because if I was playing a character, I probably wouldn't care. But it does, and I know because I can't say, now what? Whatever it is, you know.
Michelle, what you're doing is you're scaring us because you're making us real, and we're so terrified. We're used to being sedated on YouTube, yeah. But you're taking us places what we dare not go, but we know we want to go there. We want to explore places with you, and it's like you're leading us by the hand.
And that's what is a major reason why going out with Noodles is great because he not only see it from his camera view, but he see it from mine. And even though the video is, you know, it's not most quality. I mean, it's not because my camera's crap. I mean, it's because we're holding the camera and stuff. But the point is, it's in your face. This is the way Michelle's world is seen. It's all skewed. It's not because Michelle is. So the camera as literally becomes my eyes, and you see or can't see clearly what I see, and I can't, or I can't see clearly.
What it is, Michelle, is that people are getting scared because they're realizing that we're going to the forbidden places now. We're going to places that we didn't know existed on YouTube. Dave's got such insight and depth and understanding because he loves you so much. He knows the right places to take you.
Exactly, Chad. Exactly. Michelle makes people think. Absolutely.
You know that. It's true. Sorry, I'm getting so emotional about this. I've got to go because this is just taking me away. I'm just going to have to step back and just watch the show.
But likewise, I do like the walking and stuff is also very therapeutic because you're seeing something also that's relaxing. Going out, looking at things at the store, hearing people talking. Even though you're just a listener, you hear it. And for some people who are isolated for reasons that is not by choice, or even if it is by choice, to hear the sound of a voice on a channel that doesn't sound like they're reading a pre-script or drinking huge tons of energy drink or doing things that make no sense. When you hear a person like me that says, I'm being genuine, this is what's going on, this is how I feel about it.
You mean like we just heard?
Like we just heard, okay.
Right, yeah.
Like I said, the point is how do you say that? What do you mean by that? I don't know. What, this is getting gay again. What I mean, are you talking about the side chat? Or are you talking about what we're talking about here in the panel? Or maybe you're talking about both. Dimitri says, Grizz called, he can't join panel because his wife clogged the toilet after eating 10 beef tacos at Taco Bell. Okay.
Hey, Michelle, I got you a McDouble.
What's that?
Okay? I just ordered you a McDouble with just cheese, okay? So.
Okay. That's fine.
I'll be there in a couple minutes.
Did you also make sure to pick up, well, we got soda here. Never mind that. Okay.
I'm not getting you a drink.
It is plain, you said. Okay.
Yeah, just plain.
Is that how you eat it, Michelle?
Okay, the door's open to the kitchen, so you just come on in. All this positive reinforcement. I think the channel needs, I think the whole physical channel needs a pat on the back. A comforting hug. Which include the people on the show, on screen, on the side panel, you, the audience. Well, I mean, let's just give this channel a big giant group hug. Maybe that wouldn't hurt YouTube either. It's not like I'm not trying to be facetious when I say that. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I'm being sincere.
Open up your arms. Give everybody a hug. Give everyone a hug, Michelle. Open up your arms.
Oh, it'd be kind of hard, man. Don't reach out to everybody.
Open them up. Let's have
I mean,
yeah, let's have a hug. Open them up. Embrace us. Embrace us, Michelle. Coddle us in your chest.
No. Oh, wait. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, I got extra pickles on it, Michelle, for you.
Oh.
Extra pickles.
No, he said it was plain.
Oh, he only got you one, Michelle. He has to get you two. You get you two, Michelle. Everything it has to be done in two noodles. You know this.
Well, he knows this.
Well, that's why I got her the McDouble. There's two patties.
Two patties. Fair enough.
Besides that, guys, we're probably going to be having lunch later on, too. This is kind of breakfast. Kind of.
This is a brunch. Kind of like a brunch.
Yeah.
Like a late brunch, yeah. Just get your little energy going.
Well, it's lunch and breakfast somewhere, Noodles. The world has 24 time zones.
Get you some protein, Michelle. Get you some energy. Get you ready for the day.
Okay, so Mojo says, "Can anyone come and give me the McDouble?"
Yes.
McDouble.
Well, anyway, so speaking of anybody else wants to come on the panel, here's the link again. I didn't say I wouldn't post the link. I have to keep my down here. Give me in verbose. Now,
Michelle.
Let's see.
Michelle, I know you said you wanted to do variety, a bit of a variety content, and I know you said you did not want to do a fart video, but would you consider a video of Noodles holding that McDouble between his butt cheeks, and then you just
I think it would be nice if we could do a video of Noodles. Maybe help, but me and him volunteering in a public community program for like for the homeless or soup kitchen. That'd be fun. I think that'd be good.
Maybe you guys.
And if we can get the organization being willing to have it videotaped, because we're gonna be serving. We're not gonna be doing live and going. Well, we're handing out bowls of soup. Hey, guys, how you doing? Oh, how you doing, XYZ over there? Hey, MNOP, yeah, that's a good idea. Well, the next guy gets his bowl and says, "You gotta give me some soup, sir. I've been asking for 10 minutes." That is a real problem with live streaming, guys. This is the reason sometimes when filming is so much easier to get your AP roll and then bring it back home and edit it out. Clean up anything that's wrong.
You dishing out hot ladles of soup is a good idea, Michelle. Maybe if they served like a gazpacho or something cold, maybe something cold. I don't know if you like.
Well, if they're looking for a hot vegetable soup, I don't think they're going to be standing there in line for 10 minutes while you're answering all the side chat. Or you're doing Google StreamYard and the same thing, and I was in a panel with 3 people on, and all of a sudden they're like a whole line of people waiting to get their soup is lining up because you're so focused on that you're not even giving them the soup. That's what sometimes, like I said, live streams can be a really bad choice. I try to find ways to do live streams and content. In that case, it's gonna be not as impactful. I think it's the best word.
Maybe like you and Noodles can get some orange jumpsuits.
Okay, thank you.
Go clean some garbage up on the side of the highway, or go scrub some graffiti off some walls. I'm just thinking of different community services.
We could, I suppose Noodles could do that. He certainly knows how to run a garbage truck. After all, his family's in
you could ride on the back, and then he could just stop, and you could get off and throw the garbage in. Yeah, old school it. That'd be pretty cool. You don't have to walk; you just ride the truck. That'd be pretty easy.
Well, speaking of internet connections, because based on the comment from Grizz, let me just say this, guys. That's one of the reasons we stream with 640 by 360 is because that's really all my internet can do while doing Google Meets, panels, and / or phone calls. So, if I wasn't streaming and doing chats and everything like we do, I have successfully streamed in 720p. I even streamed one time a couple streams in 1080p, which is rare, but you sometimes will see that. And our show with the Lord Internet, however, is also more approachable for some people because they don't have to wait for such a large clip of video to start loading into their phones. Boss hoping Krista will see it and remind her. Let's see. What did Krista say? Buff carrot.
Soup kitchen back open, Michelle. You gotta start protesting or something.
Please get Krista a treat. I will take care of that, guys. Well, out on the water. I will. Krista's coming next week, not today. She's gonna try to help me do some more cleaning around the house, and I certainly do want to give her some treat for that. She's shaking the moneymaker. Okay, another one that says, Grizz, your development in that was what his response to. Noodles is a garbage expert. His family is in the refuse industry, yeah. Beldo is a major trash hauler. But that's fine. My family's in the floor laying industry. It's an industry that has got people that are part of the industry that keeps everybody happy. Everybody likes a hardwood floor, and everybody likes to have a place to put the rubbish. So they serve industries, different industries, very different industries. In fact, I'm sure Dalene Flooring would be using Bildo's dumpsters if they were working in New Jersey, New York, on houses or buildings for commercial customers. So one industry supports the other industry, just as YouTube helps support other programs too. I mean, for example, different audiences. You got people with disabilities that come on a show like this because they feel that there's a sense of approachability, that I'm talking about topics that they can relate to or have friends who have those issues. And that's one thing that makes this show stand out. It's awesome. Second thing is that this channel also reaches people of various interests. Some people like entertainment, some people like science, some people like talk shows, some people like paranormal, spirituality, some people like politics. I try to satisfy all the groups as best I can. I really do.
Michelle, I prefer a nice plush carpet over a hardwood.
Yeah. Until you drop something in the carpet, and then all of a sudden you wish you had the opposite.
Like a cigarette or something. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
right, exactly. It don't matter if your rug is stained or not, if you drop this thing right on it.
Like that nice white carpet, you can dump that grape juice on. Right?
Like grape juice, or when your cat sheds and the hair is getting buried in your rug, or when your flea eggs start falling out the cat's back. And then again, not only do you start scratching, of course, your poor cat is still scratching.
Flea eggs.
Or like wine stains, or, the fact is that so many rugs contain volatile compounds in manufacturing that it could take weeks for the rug to, in a well-ventilated area, to finish outgassing those volatile organic components.
Gotta be careful, right? It's gotta be careful.
But I'm not saying floor laying's perfect either. Number one, this floor is very unforgiving. If you fall and you land on that, it's certainly going to have more of an impact than carpet. Plus, floors can get scuffed and scraped, and will be needed to be refinished every so often in high traffic areas. They take much longer to lay down a strip oak flooring than it does to unroll a roll of carpet.
I guess they have their
flooring does not provide any kind of sound deadening ability. When you walk on a hardwood floor, everybody hears you coming. Unless they put carpet in your shoes.
Michelle, let me ask you a question. You're making about 18 cents a view on your videos because you're monetized, right?
Right, something like that.
Now, if we could get people to sub to you, and you would give them 5 cents out of that 18 cents, would you do it?
I don't know how I'd figure where to send the money to. I don't know every single viewer's name, first of all.
Well, if we created an app where people can.
But the only thing I could think of is maybe if we could donate money to a special charity or cause, that might be a possibility.
I mean, Michelle doesn't get that a view. She doesn't get 18 cents a view. She gets like 18 cents a video.
Yeah. A view of the video.
18 cents of views over a single month of viewing from a person. Or persons many, because there might be many people. So he's saying is, let's put it into put 3 cents towards every dollar you earn towards a charity or not for profit.
Yeah.
Could be done, but I don't know for
Michelle,
how long.
Are these parking lots outside assigned? Because I don't want any problems with these people. Is it assigned out here, or just like first come, first serve?
Yeah.
Michelle, is your parking in your apartment assigned parking, or can Noodles park anywhere?
What's that?
Michelle, is your parking assigned parking, or can Noodles park anywhere?
Yeah, I guess he can park anywhere because no one seems to really make a big deal about it.
There was a humongous deal last week
I know
when I was here. The cops were here.
Yeah, but that's because the car was parked sideways.
Like the police came?
Police came, yeah.
I think there was like a altercation too.
Yeah. Oh no. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen today. I mean, wow.
I mean, Krista parks where she does, and I never heard anybody tell her to move her car.
Michelle, were the
I
cops?
just want to get you in trouble with these people, you know.
Michelle, were the cops there for Kyle? No, was it
Kyle?
With old
Kyle. Let me talk about Kyle.
Uh-oh.
I never talked to Kyle. Ed said he talked to Kyle.
Okay.
You would think that the guy would have stopped spraying because Ed asked him to stop spraying. He said, this is what Kyle said, I think Michelle's a guy. I think Michelle and you are gay.
Whoa.
And it's like, what? First of all, Kyle, I would just say, because I'm sure Kyle watches the show at some point. Because I think he's been on this channel a few times. I am not, and I never was, actively dating Ed. And I'm not a man.
Yeah, Kyle.
There's my birth certificate, my insurance certificate, my social security file, Medicare file. Says I'm not a guy. Okay?
Fucking Kyle.
So.
But what does science say? Like, what are your chromosomes?
My chromosomes are mixed. I got an XXXY. I got both. I'll see a lot of XY, but there's some XX also.
Michelle, you said you've never been ultrasound, though, right? So you don't know if you have.
I never had an ultrasound for the insides.
Yeah.
No.
You don't know if you have like a fallopian tubes or a prostate. Like you don't know what's inside.
Well,
like,
I had the external looked at by a doctor, and it definitely is not. Yeah. It's ambiguous. It's ambiguous. It's ambiguous in part because you got parts of both there. More masculine than the feminine, but that doesn't really seem to matter.
Because you got male and female parts, you know.
But the point here is, Skynet, Paul, that I don't think it's realistically anyone's real honest to God business what I got below the belt.
Hey, I'm with you, Michelle.
Should not, then people like Kyle should not assume just because Ed was here that me and Ed were dating. I never was dating Ed. We did try it some time ago. It didn't work out. We moved on. I wish Kyle would actually have talk to me and speak up. I'd love to hear him do that.
He seems like a very unapproachable person, Michelle, from what I've heard from you.
When I put the chair open the door, because the landlord said this summer he'd like the door to stay open. Why does he, when he closes the door, why does he throw my chair over by the garbage? Why doesn't he just gently place it next to the door instead of having me go looking through and seeing the chair was thrown rudely into all the other garbage that's got to go to the dumpster? I know the chair has a cracked leg on the bottom, but it's fairly stable. Certainly for holding the door open. Okay? Why doesn't he do that? Why is he still continuing to spray bleach in the hallway? The only thing I can think of, he says he doesn't like the offensive smell. There's a male cat in this building. I don't know if he's a tenant's cat or what. He's not fixed. He sprays. He stinks. Because that's the nature of male cat pee. Because I had a male cat, I know. Okay, I had many male cats. But instead of Kyle saying to that guy, hey, get your cat fixed. Or keep after him his cleanliness, because he's getting out in the hallway. It stinks to high hell. Nobody likes it. Instead, he thinks he goes out of his own way to spray bleach. Why not spray something a little more pleasant, like Lysol, or even, because I know it costs more money, let's say a little cheaper, say Pine Sol. Why not spray and wash the residue off the walls that you sprayed on instead of let it collect for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks? Why not? A sponge would do the job just fine. Oh, and you know what? You also will basically reactivate the bleach smell you originally put on there. Gee, why didn't you think of that?
Good point, Michelle. But Michelle, I'm gonna jump off of here. I wish you and Noodles a good trip.
Okay, Chris is here. Oh,
Fun safe trip. All right.
Chris, I'm sorry if I missed you. You want to try to come on again? I'm sorry I missed you. I apologize. Come on up. If you lost the link, I'll send it to you again. It wasn't like I was trying to deliberately ignore you. It just happens. Over here, we try to
I was just
do
ranting.
5 or things at one time, and then get disorganized. So please come on up again. I'm sorry if you. Okay.
Anyway, Michelle, I wish you and Noodles a good, fun trip today in your outing. And we'll talk to you later.
I'm hoping to have a good time too.
All right.
Okay, Grizz wants to come on now. Let's get him on here. Right. I'm sorry about that last time, Grizz. How you doing?
Up, just a second. Let me pause this so we don't get feedback. Okay. Hi, Michelle. Sorry it took me so long to get this downloaded and get it on here. I just wanted to bring one thing up for you that might make things more a little sense on the ad revenue.
Right.
For going live and stuff. Your concerns there. I wouldn't worry about getting copyrights on playing streams. Actually, I mean that can be a tool used in your favor. Your live streams, you probably only make 2 to 4 cents off the live stream itself. It's the hate stuff. You don't want to get a red strike for hate speech, on your deal. But
well, first of all, the thing is that there's a whole nother level to the copyright where now YouTube's made it a little easier. So I'm gonna give kudos that YouTube did something right here. But in the case of copyrights, please note that even if you're not being monetized, that content creator can still legally sue you. They still can take you to criminal or to commercial court or to copyright court and sue you. You might be giving it because they have a claim on it. And that also means that they now become you. They become your channel.
You're making that when they put a claim on it, that's not a lawful claim in the sense of they're going to take you to court over it. It's a claim saying that they're claiming the monetization of your video.
Well, it depends, since they do have the ability to reach out to you. They don't even have to allow a claim to say, "Oh, we're going to share revenue." They can go further and say, "Screw the shared revenue. We want our content removed." And depending on how that goes, you can find yourself.
There are a few.
I think someone's knocking the doors open.
Okay.
So,
but there are a few. There's a few of the music on out there that people will demand that you take their music down, and you got to watch for that. The type of content. So, but it's very rare that happens.
It's rare, but it could happen. It only takes 1 or 2 times, guys, and it would definitely would totally devastate my income completely. Yes.
You know how to tell. You know how to tell what music you can play.
Right.
If you take a song, you pick any song on out there that you want to play on your live stream, and do a little bit of research just by typing that song in YouTube. And if you see other people playing it on their channels.
But don't forget, sometimes they'll say that the whole stream cannot even be viewed. That's totally blocked because of that music. And they have the right to do that. Hi, Noodles. How you doing?
They block it. Some music will be blocked in certain countries, yes. And it takes a little bit of research to finding out which is which.
Thank you.
But the point is...
Oh, by the way, all right, so let's see what we got here. Okay.
Did you hear me, Michelle?
Okay, smells fine. Don't smell like pickles. Don't smell like
Michelle, did you hear me?
Don't like mustard or anything.
Michelle,
what?
Did you hear me?
What's that?
Sherry Jackson is blocked on your channel.
She's what?
She's blocked.
Oh. How did she get blocked again?
I don't know.
Hold on, guys. Let me fix that real quick in the other window since I have it open. Sherry Jackson has been trying to come up. Can't come up because somehow she got blocked by one of the mods. And I want to... Oh, that just happens too. But I'll fix it. Just give me a second, Noodles. So, as far as the other stuff that we're talking about, I mean, there's so many things going on around here. Where do we start with? Oh my goodness. Why is Queen of YouTube blocked? Why is Human Body blocked? What did they do wrong? Why is Skynet blocked? Kathy. Oh my god, even Schmecklecat. Danny G. Why was Danny G blocked? What did she do? Why is Bianca blocked? Somebody here.
Somebody's upset right now. Somebody's trying to block all these people that are supporting you, Michelle, doing this.
Oh yeah, somebody's doing it. But who?
I'm telling you right now.
Why is Wiggy blocked? Why is Out on the Wire? Why did you get blocked? Why is Sarah Beth blocked? Why is... Oh, you know what, Michelle? What? This... Oh, wait. Are you sure those... Oh, those are the mods. Cancel that! Wrong one. Wrong screen. Oh, yes. Cancel changes, please. Yeah, these were mods. I'm sorry. So let's go to the right group here.
It's Parsley. Parsley's blocking everyone.
No, I was looking at the one. I was looking at the wrong screen, Noodles. That's what I'm correcting now. Okay, so now I'm on the right one now here. Who's the head? Whose stick figures matter? Who is Ben V. Colin's Mysteryville? I do know that name vaguely. Hard Rock Hogan. And then we got a couple really nasty ones. Nasty Trauma, Reverend Slick. Chelsea. Why is Chelsea blocked? Hey, Tyler.
They're not blocked, Wiggy.
They're all different people. These are the real ones that are blocked. I'm counting here. Gaunt with Gout. Andrew S. Well, Andrew S. I kind of know. Wow. Milton John. Well, that's so far. This is the right list, guys. But it's still a very long list of people. And I really kind of wondering what is the story with this. Because, like, how could so many people, and there's the Sherry Jackson you're talking about, how could so many people end up on such a list?
Let me see who's blocked in there. I want to see that.
I'll get back to that. I just want to make sure get Sherry Jackson unblocked.
Let me see that goddamn block list.
Parsley says I'm not even mod. I know you're not. Like I said, I made a mistake originally. I was actually editing my mods, thinking they were the blocked ones because of my eyesight, and then I realized what was going on. And so I went ahead and I got in there, corrected that, because I was...
I'm going to start unmodding people over here, too. Give me that.
All right, so I'm going to go...
Give me that.
I'm going to. I got to go to community.
We're unmodding fucking Wiggy.
I'm on the wrong screen.
And we're gonna block them. Yep.
No, we're not going to block anybody.
Schmecklecat.
All right, now let's go to the right...
And trust me with my
let's go to the right group here.
Kidding.
Okay, no. The problem is here's community. Okay, so here's the real blocked list right here at the bottom. Not moderators. See, this is what I was accidentally thinking were blocked and then not. This is a group down here we're talking about. Oops, I just scrolled up here. I'm not even going to say some of these names, Noodle, because of some of the names are pretty descriptive and nasty.
Let me just go through it. Let me see.
But you can scroll up the list there with the mouse.
Where's the mouse? Right here.
The scroll wheel.
What the fuck is this thing?
It's a trackball.
It's humongous. I don't know how to use that thing.
That's it. You don't know how to use that. That's a pretty experienced player. All right, so let's go through the list here. These are people that have been blocked from being spoofed accounts to saying nasty comments like these right here.
Yeah, those are...
Yeah, these people are still remain blocked and will remain in my purgatorium for decades because they are...
And Melton John's on that.
A lot of them were bots that were just coming on and spamming everybody. So, Michelle, why did you take...
Okay.
I don't know where it's wrench. I didn't. Wait. Maybe he accidentally... Let me give him his wrench.
No.
I don't know where hit...
Don't do that. That might be a fake out on the wire.
That could be a fake one.
Go look
absolutely.
and see if he's modded up there in the mods.
Yeah, he is.
It's okay to
sometimes
block all the bots because usually those bots want to come back now that they know that
let's see if the real Out on the Wire still has his wrench. So if we have mostly all of them are standard moderators, that's this list right here. I do wish they would sort this list.
Wait, is he there?
These are standard moderators. I'm gonna slow it down so you can see it. It's funny, I actually don't see Out on the Wire here.
Yeah, maybe you did.
But, yeah, I'll give him a wrench. But we gotta make sure it's the right Out on the Wire, though. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
weird. Yeah, I don't know why.
I think he's also talking about he gave him a wrench and then he lost
Well,
wrench.
tell him to give you $20.
But now he says
Tell him to give you $20 for that wrench back. You want that wrench back?
Notice he said that he does not want the wrench. Okay. I remember that. You kept saying you don't want the wrench. Alright, fine. So anyway, the point is we don't have a huge list of moderators. These are standard moderators. It's not a huge list. But these are the people that are actually moderators. They are nobody that's missing. Everybody's here. Those that come on the show, you know who they are. They got the blue wrenches. But maybe you want to know why we have to even go through that. Why do we have to use the blue wrench as a verified check mark? We covered this on the show already. YouTube, you need to fix that. I already explained why ad nauseum ended other mods or the other YouTube channels. You gotta fix that verified wrench thing once and for all. I don't know why this news showed up, or I'm gonna have to.
Hey, Michelle, what's the name of your bear, the I Love You bear over there?
What's that?
Does this bear have a name?
It's called I Love You. It's I Love You bear.
I'm gonna post that in the community.
I never really thought about giving it a name. Alright, let's go back to my now cold brunch. Okay, yep, as expected. That is now cold. Oh. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay. So, Grizz, what do you think about things in general, the way things are on this channel?
Oh, I think you run your channel great. You know what? Whether you do it with Noodles or somebody else, it doesn't matter. I think it's great that you have Noodles helping you. You know, I mean, I like how you run your channel.
Thank you. I also think that people who often say to me, you need to get some exercise, don't realize that the weekends going out does give us the exercise. Okay, I think someone else was going to come in, but they didn't stay on. I got to put the chat back on the screen. Sorry, it came up. I don't know why it does that.
It's great that you collab with Noodles, but no matter who you collab with, somebody is always going to be disgruntled. You know, so if you was to collab with, say, Baroness that came on up there and she was disgruntled or whatever, well, somebody would be disgruntled that he was collabing with that individual.
I'm toasty. Alright, so, on to, that is a long time out. I don't know where it is. I put him, got to be insane partially. How do you set the timeout periods anyway? I never figured out how to do that. Could you see someone giving someone a timeout for a year? Sorry, you have been given a timeout for 365 days. The poor schmuck. No, I just think that we're trying to grow the channel. We're trying to make new content. And that's important to me, is to see us get new content. Guys, we all know that deep down we all want to travel. We all know that for a variety of reasons we may not be able to go to every place that we want to go to. Okay? However, somebody say, for example, in London, that said, I'd like to see the United States, or what it's like in the United States. I can go on Michelle's channel, I can see that. Same thing with people in California. They may say, what are like people in New England really doing? And then I see my channel and go, oh, they live the same as me. What's wrong with that? Nothing. I suspected you could, Chad, but I never knew how to do it. Unless they changed the timeout system, or you could enter the number. Yes, that's Grizz. Yep. That's Grizz on the show here. No, I think Brian K came a lot longer than 6 years. I remember seeing him in 2017, 16. I started out. So, MJ is like, hi Michelle, how you doing? MJ used to be a mod. What happened to your wrench, MJ? They haven't been here so long, Michelle. I think they may gotten de-wrenched. I don't think they naturally de-wrench everybody, but I would give her a wrench anyway. Maybe she was one of the people that I accidentally deleted by mistake. Like what happened with On the Wire. I think I did save some of the changes, and it caused some people to lose their wrenches. That's the one reason I don't like to rush in and start editing things on show, because I may accidentally hit the wrong guys and then everybody gets screwed up. So I've got you guys both fixed there. Some people travel to France, some people travel to the tractor supply store. No, I've seen Graph 3-yard girls and they do both. And they would travel to different places, and that could make a big deal. Well, thank you. I don't worry about wrenches. I just want to straighten out this too. Okay. We'll see what happens. I mean, this benefits the channel. It benefits other people's channels. It helps me get me out to theirs. And then maybe they find my content interesting. They start talking about it to their audience. And then the audience starts checking your out channel. Dude, that's what Noodles is right about, the networking. Or social networking. He's right about that. So, what do you think, Chris? Do you like when you travel from place to place, look around at things, mingle with the public? How do you feel about this?
I'm an isolationist. I don't mingle among people. I hole up on my little mountain here.
Well, I'm mostly an introvert myself, but I'm a little bit of an ambivert too. So I do like a little bit of social interaction.
Yeah, I just kind of.
Noodles is not on. Oh, Noodles is physically here in my other studio. Noodles, you want to come on and sit over here and say hi to the audience? He's behind me right now, guys.
Anyway, I'll be headed to town, Michelle. I'm headed to town here in a little bit, so I got to get off of here.
Okay. All right. So I'll talk to you later then.
Okay. Goodbye.
Okay. Okay. So let's get back to the other questions here. I don't know why I said I don't want one because Noodles always blames me. No, don't worry about it. He's actually physically here, yeah. Yeah, he's physically here. And we did. Did you get rid of the limits and no odds yet on the screen? I don't think so. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, some of the stuff that we did bring up does trigger YouTube a lot. No, I still got limited no ass. You didn't put the appeal in though, right? Yeah, I did. But right now you have a huge viewership, so that still counts for something.
Well, Eric's video went down. What the hell?
I can see him. No, he doesn't. He's. I know why he travels a lot. So that's why he has pee jugs in his car. I know that. He likes to travel around places. I mean, truckers do the same thing. At least the male truckers do. Female truckers, unfortunately, find that kind of hard to do. Well, we're going to go, like you said, check out some local stores. And then I'm going to try to get back by 4 o'clock so we can watch Trouser Mouse's program. Let's see how that goes on that show, because I'm sure Trouser Mouse is going to want me to be interviewed too. Yeah, well, I think this is going to likely happen that way. Right now it's about 1 o'clock. And I'm sure that Noodles, Michelle, and I are going to have to get ready to start getting together stuff so we can do stuff. And then when we come home, we'll try to figure out what we're going to do by 4 o'clock. Can pee in the bucket, sitting on it. Not when you're driving. Not when you're driving.
I posted the I love you bear. Michelle, ask people if they want to see the I love you bear. The I love you bear is a very big deal.
Right.
Ask them if they want to see it.
You guys seem seen the close-up of I love you bear, right? I mean, I think most of you have. He wants to know if you want to see a close-up to I love you bear. Alright, let me... Oh. Yeah. There you go. There's that I love you bear close-up for those of you who never seen that I love you bear. I can see where it says I love you on the front there. Okay. And put it back on the couch for now. Okay, so Noodles is very... Well... Sometimes... yeah. But then again, unintentionally sometimes I can be rude too. It doesn't really mean much about the person's character.
Oh, hey, MJ. How are you?
What's that?
Oh, I'm talking to MJ.
Okay. How you doing?
No, MJ.
MJ. Okay. Okay, she wants to come up. No, wait. You mean in the side chat?
Yeah, I was just saying hello to
MJ was laughing. Okay. Hello, me. We said it peas and jugs. We know that. What's the story I'm behind? Oh, honestly, there's not much. Noodles is here. We're gonna get ready to get going to the stores, and then Frozen Mouse, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, is gonna be playing I Am Snow Queen. It's like he's kind of doing more of a Me Too with Matt Taylor TV, but he wants me to be on his chat too tonight, so we're gonna try to get that in. And when did you get that bear? Oh, 2013, I think. 2013, guys. I mean, I don't think it's a collector's item. It's a very cute bear, absolutely. It's a very touching story. Yeah, it is. And I still get very teary-eyed when I think about it. You know, but it's like the song what Patty Loveless says, don't toss us away, right? You know, that's what the bear was kind of saying to me with the I Love You shirt. Is the creator that made that bear was trying to instill a sense of comfort in the heart of a child, or adult in this case, but a person deep down needed something to affirm something that they really felt like they weren't getting at that time. And I realized that, and I still feel very emotional about the bear when I see the little bear. I don't know what I'm saying. I have not seen the documentary. Oh, let me post a link up for that. No one actually asks me for the documentary anymore. I used to post it automatically, but so many people got mad that Nightbot would post it so much. Because everybody kept saying that they wanted to watch documentary. Documentary. Okay. I should post the link unless they spelled it wrong. There it is. That's the movie, guys. Please give your regards to the creator of it, or 11830. Give him a thank you for the work you put in when you watch it. Comment. I do see the comments occasionally. I will look over there too. Be sure to give him a thumbs up in the comments and express what you feel about the documentary, good and the bad. I think you would like to know both sides a bit. Tossed out. Right. It's just like I do with other people. I help people the same way in real life too. People, not just study bears. You know, there's so many people that sometimes need to hear the words, I care about you. You know, because there's a lot of unhappiness in the world, which is absolutely true. And sometimes I think that we need to hear that affirming statement, or seeing on the equivalent of the little teddy bear's chest, I love you. Even if it doesn't seem like a lot, those 3 words can mean so much to some lives. And that's the truth, guys. When was the last time? I mean, for some of you, this is definitely a thing. When was the last time that somebody at least even said hello to you, how you're doing, how you're feeling? You know, like when you walk into, like say, like a public place, somebody might know you. How often do they actually say that? Not a lot of people hear it. And some people deep don't need to hear that. Otherwise, the Noodles was getting tossed out. Michelle saved him. Not Noodles. The teddy bear's not called Noodles. We just go with the I love you bear. Or I guess I could call it something more like mi amore, but then somebody might say, oh my god, you love the teddy bear, because that's what it would mean in Italian. Unfortunately, that's not what it would mean. Or we'll say, if it was to say, e piace tu, meaning that I have fondness or liking for you, would also imply something that I wouldn't be right either. So this is where the English language kind of makes it a little more clear. In this case, the little bear, love, which is a verb, you, meaning whoever's looking at the bear, right? It sounds silly, but it's something so simple. How those 3 little words can really make people so happy. I don't know. Well, guys, we had a very long show. Unfortunately, I don't know how long it's going to take for YouTube to turn limited no ads to monetized. I don't know how long it takes. Yesterday, it was less than 10 minutes.
Michelle, maybe you should put this fan by the window over there.
What's that?
Maybe you should put this fan by the window over there.
I have another fan over there. I have 3 fans in this apartment.
Well, maybe we should turn it on.
Well, I would keep the door open, but unfortunately, when the bleach press starts spraying this bleach, I have to close it to avoid getting sick. All right. Anyway, it's almost time to go. It's almost time to go, guys. How do you feel about Noodles loving Seasons more than you? I'm not dating Noodles at this point. And he knew Seasons before he knew me. They even considered me in that league. They've been dating longer. She came all the way out to Portland. He went to Portland. Okay? That counts for something. He comes here. He knows that probably if I could drive, I would be there too, once in a while.
Rusty busty.
But right now, me and Noodles are just friends. Seasons and Noodles kind of committed themselves to each other, and that I respect that. I respect that. Well, we had a very long show, unfortunately, is all I heard. Have a good day out. Thank you very much, guys. We'll do our best. And have a good day, and you will get a weld. And you got a weld. Tom Cap opening doors is a bad idea. Well, wild maybe, but I'm sure the kitty doesn't mean harm. There is at least 2 girl cats in this building. And so, what does the male cat want to do? It's the same thing that all creatures do. He wants to promote a species. Is that necessarily wrong? No, but it depends on how much inconvenient it is for people that may not be interested in that. I mean, not everybody's going to want to sit there listening to a yelling cat announcing his presence to all the females cats out there. And that is a lot of noise to listen to. Do I want a relationship with Noodles? I'm willing to consider it. But what I want and what will be is very different. Just to keep it at that. It's very different. Okay, guys. Everybody. I'll see you more than likely in a few minutes, at least in a video or live stream. We just have to figure out when we're going to do it. Screwing in my cat and my bird. Yeah, well, my cat's a boy cat. You would seriously mess him up. Absolutely. I think Rusty knows who he is, too. Yeah, Rusty knows all the cats in the neighborhood. Alright. Okay, guys. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, everybody.